as Dave was talking about. I am team producer, and I'm excited to get to honor you. If you are an agent who is not a capper or an icon yet, but you've sold a house, residential, commercial, any kind of a deal, land, farm and ranch, luxury, if you've done one deal or more, but you're not a capper or an icon yet, you're a producer, you're giving back to the company, you're helping us raise our revenue, you're an amazing asset. Please get up, stand up, come to the stage.
Woo! Give it up for them, y'all.
Where's our producers at?
Yeah. Producers.
Come on. Woo. When you rock stars get up here.
We need our producers up here. Let's go. Everybody that's selling a bunch of houses. Going up.
Even one little lease, you guys, it counts as revenue.
Yeah, that too.
Come on up here. I want to hear your name and where you're from.
Remember, these are your
My name is
producers.
Daniela. I am from Dallas, Texas.
Chelsea Green, Saxe, Texas.
Christine Cortez, Midland.
Awesome. Stay on the stage. We're going to get a photo of you. Stay over here by the EXP.
Lindsay Holland, Farm and Ranch, because we all sell real estate, not just houses. Shout out to commercial. Petersburg, Texas.
Nick Messer, McKinney, Texas.
Spencer Ray, Fort Worth, Texas.
Jackie Lampa, The Colony. Elanya Taylor, Dallas, Texas.
Brandy Slay, Odessa, Texas.
Brandy Martinez, Princeton, Texas.
Tara Law, McKinney, Texas.
Grady Hancock, Granbury, Texas.
Danny Doak, Parker County.
Lisa Smith, Parker County.
Chris Fournier, North Richland Hills, Texas.
Elizabeth Oliva, Fort Worth, Texas.
Deanna Handy, Forney, Texas.
Ashley Munnan, Weatherford, Texas.
Ashley Trevino, Mesquite, Texas.
Look at all these producers, y'all.
Christian Trevino, Mesquite, Texas.
Montana, Butty, Texas.
Aiden Reed, McKinney, Texas. Anthony Olage, McKinney, Texas.
Y'all smishing like you love each other. We want to get a photo.
Jada Franceschi, Abilene, Texas.
Joel Reese, Fort Worth, Texas.
Chuck Pace, Wichita Falls.
Judy Vessels, Garland, Texas. Rebecca McInnes, Fort Worth, Texas.
Norma Shivers, Denton, Texas.
Katie Savani, Dallas, Texas.
Ton Tran, Mansfield, Texas.
All right, y'all squeeze in. Give it up for these rock star producers. They are on their way to icons. They're on their way to cappers. All right, hoop and holler for them. Y'all smile. EXP!
EXP!
Awesome. Give it up, producers.
Take over for you.
All right.
Thank you.
One more time for the producers. It's like Dave said, nothing happens until people sell a house, right? Until somebody sells some real estate, nothing's happening around here. So, yes, next up, we have one of our incredible sponsors, Capital Title. Give it up for Capital Title.
Hello, friends. I'm Sheila Fitzgerald with Capital Title. Mary Carmen Garvin, Collin County. Rochelle Sim, Tarrant Parker Hood. And every county in between.
We just want to say, we know you're very proud of your team, but I am super proud of my team. We cover the state of Texas, and we love all the types of real estate that you do. Thank you for having us here. Come see us.
Dane, do you have the QR code up there for Capital? Maybe. Okay. All right. From the plane to the fucking helicopter, yo. Cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs. Alrighty. So we will get that QR code as well for Capital Title. We'll get that up there so that you all can scan that, and then you'll have the information in your phone when you need that title company services. That's okay. All right. Next up.
Yes, shout out to our vendors. We couldn't be here without them. I heard that they not only help pay for this, but they're helping sponsor our holiday party December 7th. So it's exciting. Uh-oh, our little slides went to... Are y'all ready to hear from another icon? Big producer, someone who traveled far to come see us. So our next icon speaker is Sheryl Houck. She comes from Tampa, Florida. She came all the way here to Frisco, Texas, and she's EXP's first Florida icon agent. So we're learning. In 2022, she landed the top 50 of the top producing agents at EXP, number 3 in the entire United States. She's a 3-time icon agent, certified mentor, single mother of a teen boy. Woo, you are a rock star. And a travel fitness enthusiast. She's EXP Realty proud. Shout out for Sheryl, y'all.
Much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much longer. That's all I've been on ya.
No, that's not. That's the webcam mic.
Can we do that music again?
My black Kate Mouse tonight. Play secretary on the boss tonight. And you don't give a fuck what they all say, right? Austin, the Christian and Christian Dior. Damn, we don't make them like this anymore.
Okay, Albert Einstein, in all his infinite wisdom, tells us that in the middle of every difficulty is opportunity. And biblical wisdom tells us that we consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, that whenever you face trials of many kinds, that the testing of your faith develops your perseverance. Well, James, that's not really easy to do, is it, right? It's in the human condition when things are not going well for us to dig our heels in and to be fearful of change. And many of you I was talking to had already gone through that little wall, the little wall of what the hell is happening? Who moved my cheese? What's next? And I know that many of you in here are still in that place, that space that we're riddled by fear and questions and what do we do next? And the answer is we think about things differently. And today I'm going to share with you a few things, how I thought differently to accomplish the results that I accomplished last year, how I thought differently in my defining moment when I was in that lull in the market in 2009, and what I did to get through it, and then also to share some valuable EXP tools, resources, and strategies to help you get through this period. Okay, I did not set out to land on that list. Pretty cool though. I set out to prove a concept within our Express Offers platform and also to create opportunities for other agents. And in a time, as we move forward, as the dynamics are changing, I really, really want you to think differently because we know that it's in times of change We've heard that it's in market recessions that most millionaires are made. And I've also heard that the number of millionaires by 2025, that's not far away, by 2025, the number of millionaires are going to double. So guys, there's going to be a ton of opportunity as all the dynamics are shifting in our business. And I took advantage of, and I'm going to get into this a little bit later, but I want you to know where I started is far different from where I am now. Battery may be dying here. So I want to take you all back. It was January 20th, 2009. And my son and I sat in the government agency and we were passing time playing rock, paper, scissors. And I remember the day specifically because our newly elected president, Barack Obama, was being sworn in and he was delivering the State of the Union address on the television. And out of nowhere, a gentleman 4 or 5 rows back blurted out an absurd comment about white folk accepting a black president. It stunned me. I looked at my son, and of course he's 3 years old. He's unfazed. But for some reason, it sent me like Alice in Wonderland down the rabbit hole where I met my drunk monkey. I heard him. He said to me, he said, "You failed. You're broke. You're broken. And you've got no other choice to go back where you came from." And if anybody knows anything about Pennsylvania Dutch country, Dave Conord, I know you do. And I just did not want that for my son. It was a defining moment for me. What was I going to do? I had several choices. I could have given in. I could have given up. Or I could get up and make it happen because I wanted more for this boy. I wanted him to be exposed to amazing people like you that could expand his thinking. And Dave Conord, I love my Pennsylvania. This is probably an hour and a half from civilization. I understand you're from civilization. You might recognize this sign. Pennsylvania Dutch country. Anybody been to Pennsylvania Dutch country? Raise your hand. Dave, for years, I've researched what this means in a conservative area. We had our Amish farm to the right, we had a Mennonite farm to the left, and it means plain people, very plain people. So in the midst of it, where did all this perversion come in? Nobody knows. Dave raises his hand. I don't know either, but for a moment of levity, I wanted to share it. But I did always wonder if the folks from Blue Ball would go to intercourse for the weekend to unwind. So I want to talk about some challenges in the industry today. So the key to success in my experience is that we first identify the problems. Once we identify the problems, we can work for the solutions, right? And then we start noticing other people that are working towards the solutions, and we watch those people and we grab onto that. Normally, it's not the first person that solves that problem that's going to have the big success. It's those that are behind them. So affordable housing. I love what Beth is doing in the affordable housing industry with pad split. It's a problem. It's a problem. So keep your eyes on those agents, those agencies that are coming up with solutions to affordable housing. You know, anything from agents, myself as an investor, I'm looking at lots 2 or 3 counties north of Tampa and putting some manufactured homes to create affordable housing for people. It's a win-win opportunity. Low inventory. Sellers are reluctant to move because they've got low interest rates, and it makes sense. But we need to think differently. There are opportunities for them to make that transition because we always will have the 5 Ds, right? The 5 Ds of real estate: diapers, diplomas, diamonds, divorce, and death. Yes, those 5. So we'll always have that natural attrition, but even with those, we need to really assess what their situation is. For example, if I have a seller that has a property that's valued at $500,000 He's got an assumable loan on that property. He's got a neighboring comparable that's also $500,000. If he can somehow use that loan to convey, or if he can somehow do some seller financing, do you think his property is going to be far more valuable than house B? We need to think about those things. Think differently. Relatively higher interest rates. Relatively is the word, because I just recently had seen something that those in 1971 that were facing 7.33% interest rate, they had decided that they were going to wait. They were going to wait for a better interest rate. Well, fast forward, it was 1993 till they saw a better interest rate, and that's a lot of equity. That's a lot of equity that they're leaving on the table, right? So that is all relative, and there's also solutions for this. We hear about the 2-1 buy down, the 3-1 buy down, and we just need to think about things differently and have these conversations and be educating through our messaging in our buyers consultations and at our seller listing presentations. And this one might surprise you. Anybody that knows me and knows my business knows that coming in the business 22 years ago as a property appraiser, my business was made up predominantly of investors. And it's fantastic, it's great, it's volume transactions, it's easy, they don't have to think about it. And it's just in the numbers, either it works or not. And I love that business, but I've got to tell you that I am genuinely concerned for our society as a whole, because owning real estate, property ownership is a fundamental right of ours, and it is the number one way Americans build wealth. So that's a concern for us. And I think we should get as much real estate as we can, help our loved ones get as much real estate as we can, and help others get as much real estate as they can. So think about that. There's a fine balance of being aware. We've got some institutional investment opportunities, and ironically, they're listing dispositions. They're giving us supply so you can help your clients get, I'm going to trip and fall, I'm sure of this. So you can get your clients into home ownership. Okay, guys, get out your phone. Did you know that 35% of our agents, only 35% of our agents are engaged in workplace? You're missing referrals, you're missing relationship, you're missing the heartbeat of our company, you're missing communications from our leadership. So please, I encourage you to regularly engage in workplace. And there are 4 groups that I want you to join right now, and revenues being one of them, because as we get through this market lull and things are changing in your business, there are ways that you can supplement your business by tapping into some of these opportunities. So revenues, as you understand it, is an umbrella organization within EXP that has several programs within it. One of them, the relocation, and this is a little confusing because these are the pages that are available for you to join. Bundle Select is a program. Bundle Select, Don Conciatori, another one of your fabulous leaders, has worked really hard on this. And Bundle Select is an opportunity for you to own a community of an external workplace. So the local fire department, for example, you'll go out and you'll be their resource, their real estate resource. And the fire department, the fire company can offer their employees an additional benefit by giving them a rebate, and then you get more volume business. And I understand that we've had some agents that have brought us some huge companies, and they're the go-to person of that company. I think that's pretty special. I'll warn you, don't try and do it all. I think that's one of the challenges that we have as a real estate agent is we've got so many people marketing to us. We're chasing the shiny red object here and there that we really need to pick a couple of things and build, go deep on them. The next one I can't read, Institutional Investment Services, Mark Woodling. Mark Woodling came to us. We're so grateful you're here. He came to us a couple of months before shareholders I think this is his first day out. Maybe. He's been busy. He's been super, super busy. Follow this guy. There's the next slide has a date and a time for a certification as he's looking for investor-centric agents to help him with some of these large investor opportunities that are coming to our platform. And guys, it's just not the large institutional investors. There are large companies, homes.com, like these large platforms are just now hearing about the value of our national platform. We're the largest independent brokerage that's licensed in all 50 states, and that allows us to do some things that a lot of brokerages can't do. They're just not set up for it. And finally, the Express Offers workplace. Very active workplace, whether you love it, you hate it. I was able to have a huge win last year because I leveraged the concept of Express Offers. You guys have cell phones. You've got how many investors are texting you per week? 2, 5, 7, right? Every week you have investors that are coming to you. Develop those relationships, qualify those investors, find out what they're looking for, and manually get a system going with them. Once you get that system going with them, expand it because they're voluminous, right? So they've got deep pockets. And that's essentially what I did. In October of 2021, I was working with a couple of investors. One of my investors came to me and knew that I had worked with Express Offers for a couple of years. And he said, for us in Tampa, acquiring properties, do you think that it's possible for you to help us acquire 1,000 properties a month in 25 different markets? I'm not sure who said it, but somebody said if you're ever offered a space on a rocket ship, you don't ask what seat, you just get on. So I immediately said yes. I betaed it around Tampa. I asked myself again, who is the most ripe to sell? What is the ripest opportunity right now, right here? And at the time, pricing was peak, and I thought it was the absentee owners, the tired landlords that would be most apt to sell. So I got myself a list, and the first call on a Saturday morning, I love prospecting on a Saturday morning, I struck up the deal. So I learned that this absolutely was going to work. I shared it out with my rev share organization, shared it out with other agents. I looked for rockstar EXP agents in different markets, and we scaled up to 18 different markets. And basically, I just developed a playbook and training, holding weekly coaching to help these other EXP agents talk to the sellers. So I had the buyer, and they were working with the seller. It was fabulous. 237 transactions for 83 million last year. Right on. Thank you. So as I mentioned before, Mark Woodling, working in the Institutional Investment Services Department, he is the Director of Institutional Investment Services. And there is a second training. If you missed yesterday, the second training for certification is Wednesday, December 13th. So put that on your calendar if you're an investor-friendly agent, and follow Mark because he's doing great things within our EXP ecosystem. Thank you, Mark. This, I did a screenshot. This is a prior post of his a couple of weeks ago. He had an opportunity. He posted, in search of investor-friendly agents, I have a client that has a bunch of properties, a bunch of new builds, and he needed to find agents in each of these areas. And it's a shame that you can't see it because that top one's a big number. I think the total number was about 126 total properties that he had gimmies. So follow that. And that's more about what I did last year. Cash offer consultants is what I called myself. Another reason why I was compelled to do this is because, and I know Dallas is a big market for this. So we have Open Door, OfferPad. We had Zillow Offers that spent a lot of money sending messaging to our sellers. Seller, get your quick, convenient cash offer with us today. No agent commissions. On the surface, it sounded good, but under the hood, we knew that they would pay 6 to 13% to use Open Door for the service, right? And it's never in the best interest of a seller to go into contract with a corporation for profit with no agent representation. So this is why I created Cash Offer Consultants LLC. I was able to put the parts together, and the opportunity is there for you too. We have just partnered with Open Door, and I believe that rolls out in January. So the message, it's very relevant today, and if you're Express Offer certified, all the better. It's worth getting that certification because you're going to get an education that's going to help you with all of these opportunities. And really, they're still hearing the messaging that sellers can get this quick cash offer. We need to save our sellers from doing it because if you look at the reviews, it hasn't been a great experience, and they really, really need you. And that's one other thing that I wanted to mention about when I spent my time as the iBuyer relationship specialist with Express Offers. I brought on over 100 investor partners, and they all said the same thing. A skilled agent is vital in the transaction. So I think part of this fear in this market wall, this change, the market shakeup is the technology and how that's going to play into the agent participation in any deal. And I can assure you that each one of them had seen the value of a real estate agent. So good real estate agents will always have a place in our real estate market. And as Brian had mentioned, that work on developing yourself. We may not know which way to turn sometimes in our business as the market changes, but if we commit to growth and we commit to developing ourselves, we're going to be okay. More about the cash offer strategy. I'm not going to go too far into this, but sellers do have more ways than ever to sell their home. This is something new, and it's really just not in the best interest of them. But marketing yourself with a cash offer, there's a whole segment, a whole population of sellers that are very interested in a cash offer for whatever reason. Maybe it might be discretion. Quick is usually the number one reason. And we've had some success stories in Express Offers in which we were able to save the seller from going into foreclosure. Pretty impressive. I mean, do you think that has a huge impact on that seller's life? Absolutely. Brokerage profitability. This is not new. You all probably had seen this slide, especially those that went to EXPCon. Mike Del Preti shared some of his market statistics with us, and this one was, we like this one a whole lot, because if you see, eXp Realty is the most profitable independent brokerage out there. By far, there were only two that turned a profit in Q1 2023, and eXp is way out there. But I don't share this. This is not about eXp. This is about you. And this chart, I think, is more appropriate. We somehow think that it's our plan. It's our plan that things should be easy. He never told us it was going to be easy. He said that it was going to be worth it, right? And this is not where we're formed. No pressure, no diamonds. And do we really want that? Do we really want that straight line? Because we know that it's not like that. God's got his own plan in which he forms us, and he puts us through the fire. But again, going back to the verse of James 1:2-3, I didn't share with you the next one, and that is, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. So those of you that are in your defining moment right now, what are your next steps? What are you going to do? Are you going to give up? Are you going to give in? Because I'll tell you, if I had done that, I would have missed so many of his blessings. I wouldn't be here with you today. I was so close to giving up. So I know many of you are in that spot right now, and I just want to encourage you to hang in there, lean in, develop yourself, and don't give up, and have faith. I mentioned earlier that real estate recessions produce the most number of millionaires. And also that the number of millionaires were set to double by the year 2025, I had read somewhere. And Richard Branson, respectable businessman, and this is just he's saying in time of recession, there are massive opportunities and fortunes because things are shaken up. Are you in collaboration? Are you following the news? Are you realizing who's doing what to solve the problems? But it's that person that gets there first that's really gonna have the big wins. You could be a millionaire. You could be one of those. It's up to you. It's not up to EXP. I can't tell you that. Only you can tell yourself that. Okay, and I'm going to close with this. I'm going to tell you that you are with a company that really has your back. A company that cares about your success. And some of you may know Lisa Marie Kennedy. Lisa Marie Kennedy was near and dear to my heart. You ever have one of those friends that just gets you? She was that person for me. And Lisa's last EXP event was the Build Conference here in Dallas in 2021, August of 2021. And she wasn't feeling well. We all went to Brent's event, and you know, if you've been there, it's just amazing, off the charts energy, high energy. And she muscled through the day, but she wasn't feeling well, and she just decided to opt in and rest at night. We didn't know why until 6 weeks later, she told us that she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and that they couldn't do surgery because it was too close to an artery. So that was October of 2021 when she got the diagnosis. 6 months later, she was gone after a horrible battle with cancer. And she left two girls. At the age of 14 and 16. I share this story with you because what EXP did upon her passing is nothing short of incredible. Did you know that they accelerated her shares? Lisa Marie Kennedy wasn't with EXP for more than 2.5 years max. They accelerated her shares. I don't know the exact amount, but I know that it was upwards of $30,000. Lisa Marie Kennedy was a huge influence in the legacy rev share that we enjoy here at EXP Realty. So even after her death, her girls are still getting rev share, which is incredible. $500 a month just in 2022. Do you think that's a game changer? You know, what I've learned through that is that we, as healthy people, have 1,000 wishes. A dying person has only one. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. And I just want to encourage you that keep your head up, keep your legs moving, because often God needs to work on the dreamer before he can deliver the dream. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Wow, that's impactful. That's very powerful. One more time. I'm definitely going to die over here, for sure. All right. So, next up, we are going to be talking about our cappers, right? So, again, I want to remind everyone, this is your company. Imagine that you have your own brokerage out there, and you have the amount of agents that are about to come up on the stage and show that they capped at your company. Of course, we know cappers, that means that these folks are making 100% commission on each transaction that they're doing now that they're capped. So, if you are a capper, stand up, quickly come on up to the stage, and we are going to show you some love as you come. These cappers are making the money, y'all. Yeah, come on up. Also, let's get our platinum level sponsors as well. Let's get Capital Title, one rep from Capital Title, also one rep from Town Square Mortgage to come hold some of these microphones. They're still coming. Y'all should still be clapping. Come on. Wish I could be there for you. Come on up. We can make a couple lines. show the folks up front. Look at all these cappers, man. My God. What's going on here? Y'all would think that we sell houses around here. My God, there's so many. All right, yeah, some folks are gonna have to kneel down. Why are you doing the picture first? All right, so we need more mics. A little bit. All right, okay, so we may need to do this a little different. I thought we had one of our platinum level sponsors. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so let's switch up the way we do this a little bit. We need you to go on that side. And what we will do is I'm gonna go down. We're gonna need your I don't know we have any cappers. All right, so what we will do is just say your name and where you're from. No. Please don't do it all at the same time, please. All right. Lisa got more copper copy. Don't apologize. This is amazing. This is amazing. All right. So what we can do is just your name and where you're from, very quickly, and then one word to represent EXP. One word to represent EXP. Yeah, just drop. We'll start with you. Here we go.
All right. Kemi Ajayi from Plano, Texas, and my word is determination.
Wherever you go, just grab some. We got mics everywhere. Which one? This one. There we go.
Alessandra Sanchez, Aubrey, Texas. Success.
Shane Jacobs, Willow Park area, and I would say opportunities.
Ana Cantu from Grapevine, Texas. Believe in yourself.
Amy Bauer, Fort Worth, growth. LaShonda Jennings, far southwest Fort Worth, Crowley, Burleson, and diversity.
Chad Montgomery, Prosper, Texas, and unstoppable.
David Bensick, Plano, Texas, collaboration. Aubrey Martin, Sexy, Texas, I'll say legit.
Tasha Kimbrough, Red Oak, Texas, and I'm going to say culture. Tamara Ruffin, Fort Worth, Texas, and commitment.
Jeff McKee, Dallas, Texas, the sky's the limit.
Bernie Anderson, Weatherford, Texas, freedom.
Wanda Salazar, Waxahachie, Texas, family.
Alicia Trevino, Mesquite, Texas, fabulous.
Jacoby Kendrick, Midland, Texas, rev share.
Lucia Rushton, Coppell, Texas. We partners.
Veronica Delic, Northlake, expansion.
Glenna Cummings, Dallas, Texas, education.
Shannon Blanca, Minnesota and Texas, global. Liz Longoria, Fort Worth, Texas. My new word is pro-attraction. Tina Bryant, Denton, Texas, collaboration.
Derek Dean, McKinney, and family.
Ashley Johnson, McKinney, Texas, dynamic.
Pam Messer, Midland, Texas, tenacity.
Gina Teague, Colleyville, Rich family.
Dana Perkins, Midland, Texas, exciting.
Brent Pennington, Frisco, Texas, all things commercial.
Brock Rimmer, San Antonio, Texas, family.
Gladys Ntereke, Euless, Texas, charitable.
Darla Ogles, Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, and awesome.
Julie Pham, Solid, Texas, expanding.
Brittany Stewart, McKinney, Texas, Impact.
Becky Hanley, Willow Park, family.
Christy Sears, Alito, Texas, Opportunity.
Lisa Smith, Willow Park, Texas, Legacy.
Kathy Dean, Willow Park, Texas, The Best. Stephanie Rich, Parker County, Texas, Growth.
Suman Senapati, Plano, Texas, Perseverance.
Carly Hodges, Louisville, Texas, Relationships. Lauren Hilliard Ray, Fort Worth, Texas, Young Professionals.
Sue Locks, Keller, Texas, Opportunity.
Eric Bokey, McKinney, Texas, Challenges Me. Guy Arnold, The McKinney, Texas, Gratitude.
Lori Bauman, Denton, Texas, Blessing.
Shelley Stringer, The Colony, Texas, Inspiring.
Haley Torres, Frisco, and Growth.
Tiffany Stevens, Prosper, I would say Courage.
Matt Kelderman, Plano, Sandwiches.
Alice Ware, Prosper, Texas, and I would say Mindset.
Beth Jones, Amarillo, and Alito, Texas, and I'm Leverage.
Brian Russo, Plano, Texas, Service.
Angie Yates, Colleyville, Texas, and I'm on the leverage side.
Catherine Myers, Austin and San Angelo, Texas, Community.
Mark Baglietto from Prosper, Unlimited.
Brian Copeland, Austin, Texas, Innovative.
Alicia Mendoza, Dallas, Texas, Faith.
Mike Mendoza, Dallas, Texas, Success.
Sammy Silcott, Frisco, and Family.
Nicole Hoover, Irving, Texas, Community.
Heidi the Hammer, North 380 Corridor, and All Ships Rise, baby!
Elaine Fong, Frisco, Texas, Teamwork.
Eve Holder, Dallas, Texas, Convicted.
Cole McCarter, Plano, Texas, Advancement.
Patrick Lee, Amarillo, Texas, Favor Ain't Fair, y'all. JD from Frisco, Legacy. Brandon Tallman, Frisco, Texas, Young Professionals, let's go!
Carl Cooper, Fort Worth, Texas, Freedom. Curtis Rames, Hearst, Texas, a lot of superstars.
Oscar Gonzalez, Garland, Texas, Opportunity.
What's up, everyone? Daniel Ramirez, Arlington, Texas. I'm gonna say sensational. Jesus Hernandez, Arlington, Texas, home of the Texas Rangers. And I would say legendary.
Desmond Sutebu from Dallas, Texas. I would say Production.
Capucine Byrne, Fairview, and Collaboration.
I guess that's it.
All right. So let's give them a big round of applause. ESP on 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go, clappers.
Looking at you sideways, party on till. Certain things you guys can't refuse. She wanna ride like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose. Then you left in the dust, unless I stop by you. You're a sunflower. I think your love would be too much, or you'd be left in the dust, unless I stop by you. Give it some power. Give it some flower. Every time I'm
All right.
leaning on you, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be there for you. Give me a reason to hold. Every time I'm walking out, I can hear you telling me to turn around. Fighting for my trust and you won't back down. Even if we gotta raise
All right, my word. Yes.
you don't wanna be alone. I know I always come and go, but it's out of my control.
All right. One more time for the clappers. My God. Now, I heard it was a down market. Like, what in the world are all these people selling all these houses, man? All right. Ain't no down market in EXP. All right, so next up, we have our host panel. So our expert panel coming up, we're going to meet Mr. Dave Conord, Brian, our icons. We need your fabulous managing broker, designated managing broker. Sorry, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Come on. The fabulous candidates. Outstanding. Outstanding. Yeah. Is that it? What else we got? Sheryl, where'd Sheryl go? Sheryl? All right. So this is our panel. We got some microphones out there as well that we'll be passing around. What questions do you have for this absolutely incredible, fabulous crew of professionals? A lot of brain power here on the stage. A lot of brain power. What questions do you have? Just raise your hand. We'll get a question. I'm not sure if the link wasn't working. We only have no questions. No questions? All right, here we go. We got one.
I mean, I don't know how much like you guys have time to get into it, but Beth talking about pad split, I know she threw it out and she was trying to talk about some other things, but like how doable is something like that in Dallas? Because candidly, I hear about it and I can think of all the negative things about it that I might think of if I was an investor, but I'd love to hear about why something like that would be successful here.
I know, so a lot of people don't know about pad split, and that's okay. The same way in 2014, we didn't really know what Airbnb was. When I told my investors about Airbnb in 2014, I was like, you guys, there's a platform, I think it's going to change the way people stay when they travel. And it blew up exponentially. And so one of my EXP partners in Atlanta hit me up 2.5 years ago, and he's like, we have an opportunity. It's a platform called Pad Split. It's the nation's largest co-living platform that aims to solve the affordable rent crisis. And they started in Atlanta. Now we've expanded into 18 cities. I became one of their biggest Tampa realtor partners. Dallas, DFW is one of the core markets. So there's about 250 units in Dallas right now. Pad Split, it's not something you can learn about overnight. I am launching a course for realtors on how to do this because I believe that you can infuse this into your business. I learned about the platform, did my due diligence. What did I do? I created an opportunity for people to say yes to. I called my former investors. I got a few of them to say yes. And I just had a huge event here last night. And some of my first investors, they came out for the event. But the fact that in the last year and a half, me and my guys, we put 154 units on this platform. It's changed the way I invest. This is so easy. The price point is so easy. It's easy to scale. This is 95% passive. So again, if you're looking for an opportunity to present to your clients, for me, Pad Split is it right now. If you want more info, Build Wealth with Beth. That's my Instagram. I know that it's like too hard to learn this in one sitting, so that's where you can find more.
Love it. What other questions do we have out there? Got all these agents, got a tumultuous market. What do we got? All right.
For these institutional investors or these corporations, what do you find is the best way to get past the gatekeepers when you're trying to build a relationship so they're going to use you exclusively? I know EXP works really well in providing opportunities for agents within EXP, but we can go do it ourselves. Y'all know that, right? So any ideas, topic from leadership?
Awesome. Martin, that seems like a question tailor-made for you. You want the mic?
Grab a chair. We got an open chair.
Kind of tall, so here we go. Great question. Wow. Well, let me first say thanks for all the plugs. I had nothing to do with plugging or getting a plug from Sheryl or Brian. That was all. I did, yeah. So I'd say the answer to that question is a lot of it is relationship building. I go back to the REO days where I worked at Fannie Mae here in Dallas in the auction team. So I was selling about 18,000 properties a year. And I had a lot of agents that came to me and said, hey, how do I do this? I said, get the experience, right? Get out there, get the experience, build your resume, and then you have something to go to these institutions with and say, hey, I've been working really hard to get to this point. I have the experience. I've been mentoring or I'm acting as a mentee to a mentor. But I would say you should talk to others in the room that have done it. Follow a playbook that they have found to be successful, especially if you're not in their same market, you're not competing against them, right? So you got to be careful about kind of who you're speaking with. But I think if you go in and have the right experience, the right 3 S's, and that's speed, systems, and scalability, they're going to think that you're somebody that can help them really get to a level and scale up and down. So if there's a bunch of properties, they can call you and be a problem solver, but you're not always going to have that many properties or listings. But if you can be that person that's the problem solver, they're going to listen. But I would say have the resume and then going in and approaching it so you're not green and fresh is always a big first step. But talk to your EXP agents, because the most investor-friendly agents of all brokerages out there is right here. You all have the experience. You hear Beth, Sheryl, I mean, everybody's talking about investors right now, and they have the experience. So leverage those people like John Scalia, who's the OG of working with institutions. They're writing a playbook, but it's up here. So just ask, and they're going to be first to share. That's okay. And I'm not advertising anything, but I do have a certification program that you can join on the 13th of December. And I'm showing you maybe where to start off, right? It may be working with investors in your own market that are fix and flippers, right? Get that experience, understand what investors are looking for, understand their numbers, understand their needs, understand their systems, and get that experience, and then start working your way up. And I think that's always a good place to start. But we're showing you how to do that and kind of that playbook of whatever level you are, how to get to the next level. But that's a great place to start. So, and again, I'm a part of the corporate team. These are corporate resources, and we're going out to the institutional players on your behalf. We're not doing it for us. We're getting you guys a listing. So leverage us, ask the question, say, hey, how can I do it? Because I can't be everywhere at once. I'm a one-man band with a small team. But if I can give you guys the artillery to get out there and get in front of these institutions, by all means, let's do it. But if you have an in with the institution, tell me, and then let's share that. Let's be a national service provider to be able to create the most investor-centric agent network out there that these institutions just can't pass up on. But you may have the insight and the intel to get us in the door. So bring that to me. We'll figure out some other referral opportunities to come and bring that back to you.
Really quickly, because you were asking about gatekeepers, and I was that person who wanted to work with the institutional funds, and the acquisitions manager already had someone in Houston, and the dispositions guy already had someone in Dallas. So I think we have to find a way to bring value and outwork the people that are their favorite people. They've probably been working with them forever. They have systems and processes in place. And so go, great. I know you like this one because it's my listing. What are you looking for? What's your buy box? Where else do you buy? Okay, here's 3 others. Here's some off-market stuff. And really feed their pipeline even when they're not asking for it. And once you start to build that relationship, go, hey, I also work in Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Austin. I can sign up for whatever MLS. What's your buy box there? What's your cap rate there? And really learn that language. And then find what they're interested in. My hedge funds were surprisingly out of California, and they love to surf. I'm like, what's your favorite surf shop? Okay, next time you go there, you're going to have a gift card and get a new surfboard. And just start to really bring value to them. And before you know it, you're their new favorite person. So your gatekeeper can be your best friend. You just need to out-hustle the person that they're working with.
My question is for Mr. Ellington. I'm right here, down front, cowboy hat. Hi. Welcome, everyone. As far as learning, buyer's representation, we actually roll it into a buyer's welcome packet because we want to know, one, can we work with this buyer? Is the buyer ready? Have they followed all the steps? And then sign that agreement. That's huge to our business and knowing it's a solid buyer for the sellers that we're going to show them. What does the future look like for learning, whether it's the collateral and the role play for our agents? Because honestly, that we need to be stronger at that, not just for our organization and the market we're in, but I think EXP agents being the best at that. So what does the future of learning look like for buyers representation?
Checks in the mail. So great question, person I've never talked to before. So what we're building right now is definitive pathways. I think we have a great base of amazing icon agents sharing their way of work, whatever it is that they do, via camera and video and things of that nature. What we're going to be integrating into that is real adult learner-centered training where we have role playing. But I'm not a firm believer in education. I'm a firm believer in training. And the differentiation in my mind is, anybody ever work out with a personal trainer? Yeah, you buy your gym membership, they're like, hey, here's 3 sessions with Nancy. Well, Nancy doesn't walk you over to the bench press and say, this is the bench press. It was invented in 1871, the theory behind it. Nancy puts your butt on the bench press and makes you start doing reps and pushes your elbows in, makes you arch your back. That's training, right? And so part of what we're going to be building into our training is that accountability to action, positive, proactive accountability to action. And we'll do that across the board on all of our flagship courses that we put out. We will still continue to do the icon series, the iConversations and things of that nature, because those are so impactful. But we're going to build on top of that real training that gets us into action. And I asked my team this the other day. I said, what business are we in? And my answer to that is, I am in the business of creating the right habits. And that means not only transferring knowledge, but getting people into action. Does that answer your question?
Well, specifically, are we going to have more training for buyers representation? Because I feel that's an overlooked.
Yeah, so a great question too, by the way. So the answer is yes and. So we already started that. The day that lawsuit got handed down, Holly Mayberry and Lauren Coleman and I sat down and we banged out what we wanted to share with the agents on this regional rallies. And then Holly was gracious enough to volunteer to do the big agent meeting that Friday, whatever Friday that was, like 2 Fridays ago. That's recorded and up there. You should go watch that. Today, our team is out there going and interviewing top buyer agents and asking them, how do you do that? And again, step-by-step process, not what's your philosophy of it, but tell me as an agent exactly what to go do. And so that's going to be coming very shortly. In the next couple of weeks, we'll be pushing that out. And then obviously, as we go to do major flagship courses, we'll address that and more about how to work effectively with buyers. Awesome. Karen, anything to add on that, Karen, at the state level?
We are also in the process of 100,000 in 90 days on the way. It'll be out soon. We're constantly adding different classes to the state training to help put money in your pockets, agents. Isn't that what you would like us to do? Yay! And we want you to know we're here. Come in and talk to us if you need help with anything. And that's just not a contract problem. That's not what we're here for. We are here to help guide you, coach you, help give you strategies, help create systems. The broker team is amazing. They have so much experience. And we learn from you. So not just do we learn from the knowledge we've had in the past, but we learn from other agents and we can share it with you. So come hang out with us in the broker room, the broker hotline, workplace chat, and in person because we're here today. But keep an eye on the Texas state page because we've got things already in place for this.
My question is for Mark. I took the certification class during EXPCon. What's the next step? Do we have to be part of making it rain?
No, and I'm sorry, I want to take away from this, but the questions are coming back towards me. So, yeah, next steps are you got the certification, go ahead and fill out your experience form. A big part of working with investors is there's so many different shapes and sizes of different investors, and we want to make sure that we match you up with the right investor based on experience levels. So fill that out, and then make sure if there's opportunities that you're hearing about, a lot of those I'm posting out there, get in front of me, right? Be aggressive, I would say, and say, hey, don't forget about me. We met. My experience is great because we do have a lot of interest coming in from agents right now, but we want to make sure the right fit is, again, for the right client. So agent fit and client fit's a big deal. But I would say wait for your opportunity because we have some new relationships that we're bringing in. We brought in Home River Group, which is a big property management company, the largest in the country as a third-party residential property manager. Next up are commercial lenders. These are the private capital or hard money lenders out there. They have borrowers that want to continue buying, and then they want those loans to be paid off quickly, so they need you an agent again, right? So there's such a low supply on the market these days that we need to find those where the service providers that are providing these opportunities and referrals to us so we can help them out. So anyways, I would say there's going to be many different shapes and sizes of referral opportunities coming. So be patient, but make sure you're in front of us by filling out those forms and getting that certification.
Why do you believe that the institutional investors are looking to sell now?
Sorry. Anybody else want to take it? Yeah? Anybody? Okay, I'll make it quick.
Can you repeat the question here? Let's get to one second.
What's that? Oh, so why are the institutions selling right now? What is going on? So because of high interest rates, they are at a point where acquisitions have stopped. So they have personnel that are saying, how do we better look at our portfolios to be more ready for the next market? Okay, so they're looking at their technology. They're also looking at their management of how they've been managing their leases at this point. Then they're recognizing, wow, maybe we didn't acquire perfectly. There's a few properties that maybe have been tough to rent or in markets that they've realized significant appreciation. So they're taking those properties basically to market once the leases expire. And by doing that, they're actually putting a lot of that appreciation back in their pockets to get ready for the next wave of acquisition opportunities. So they're stocking up on cash. They're being patient because they see that rents continue to climb just like prices right now. But these institutions aren't going anywhere. So they're just kind of waiting for the next opportunity, but they're right-sizing their portfolio. And then also, they can't sell a portfolio on the market because nobody's buying. So they're having to break it up one by one. And guess who's best at doing that? The real estate agent. So instead of selling as a 1,000 property portfolio, they're saying, let's vacate, let's sell it to highest and best use, which is typically first-time home buyers, somebody with conventional financing, and let's really maximize those proceeds. So a lot of different reasons right now, and it's all companies are basically trimming as we speak. So now is a great time to be in the market, but this should be consistent for, I would say, as long as they're around, they're always going to be doing this, in other words.
Awesome, thank you. Another one?
Amanda, you're probably the one that's the KV Core expert here because that's how y'all built your business. My question to you is that there's a lot of conundrum between setting it up yourself or paying somebody else. What is your advice to having someone set it up for you, and is it more effective? Because it is a time thing. So if you're already a busy agent, how do you create or carve out that time to get it, if you're in 15 MLSs, how do you get that? Right. How can you leverage?
I think every agent's different, right? So if you're a new agent, you have lots of time and no money. And then if you're a busy agent, you have no time and lots of money. So if you're in 15 MLSs, absolutely leverage it out. Something that I didn't know, my husband's like the KV Core guru, so I leverage him at everything, is most people are like, I need templates. I need a drip campaign for A, B, C buyers, for FSBOs, for open houses, for bad credit. And they're just overwhelmed that they don't do it, right? Well, all of us have created some really epic templates, and you guys, EXP shares those. So you can go into the library and copy and paste ours, steal someone who's killing it. And I really think even if you hire someone, you need to go back in and personalize it because you're going to have a flow and a vibe that just connects with your clientele that's just going to seem robotic if someone else did it.
Right, but at least have them go in and set it because it does take a lot of time. And I mean, I am sad to say I have not in 7 years taken any way advantage shape of KV Core because, when you're busy and it's SOI, you don't have time. But it's something that I think that I need to leverage now as I'm bringing on team players.
So, do you have teams, like a team?
I have a self-organized team, but yes, I do now mostly because I'm bringing on.
So it's super affordable to have the Teams platform. That's what we have. And for me, I was spending so much time doing lead distribution. Oh, here's a lead. Did you follow up? And KB Core Teams has accountability built in. So if they don't follow up with their tasks, they don't set another appointment, they're not doing what they should be doing as realtors, because bless their heart, for some reason they don't, they can lose that lead, and a new, more motivated buyer's agent can go in the pond and steal that lead. And then they'll round robin based on location and price point and whatever criteria you guys set up. And for me, that's been the most time saving.
That's what I was wondering. See, I didn't know there was.
Yeah, sign up for the Teams platform.
Okay.
It's worth every penny, and you can add multiple MLSs to it.
That's what I was wondering. Thanks.
Hi, I'm a Texas State leader. Is this on? Texas State leader for our EXP Young Professionals, and we have over 2,000 members. We're super, super proud. We've got some of our state leaders in this room right now. My question for y'all, for our members that are ranging from 18 years old to even the young at heart, what are a couple of pieces of implementable things that we as young professionals can do to give back to the other communities that we're involved with?
So I love that, by the way. It's awesome. And I love the bless your heart, all that stuff. It's such a, if you say that in Philly, people are like, oh, that's really nice. I mean, I think there's the generational differences, right? Especially when it comes to, I let people go right to tech and that kind of stuff. But there's also just the mindset, right? The approach in the different generations and how they buy and what they look for. So there's the consumer differences and the agent differences. One of the best things that we can do is just educating each other, right? I mean, sharing those things so that we really understand. We like to laugh, about the Gen X versus the millennials and all that kind of stuff. But I think the bottom line is having those groups really collaborating and sharing, because you're going to work with people from all different groups. I mean, unless you're just going to lock yourself into your own age group, which is not a great idea, right? So I think that's one of the key. Let's go through and really get some good definition to both the consumer side and the agent side. And then what are the strengths from an agent perspective? What are the strengths that each one of the groups are bringing to the table typically? And how do they pour those into the other groups? And then how do we each help everyone else understand the different consumer groups? So that's how I think the collaboration across. So having a strong group in each age level, I think is super important. Yeah.
Can I go like hyper granular and give you an idea? So I got a friend of mine, and this is what she does. And those of you who either door knock or have thought about door knocking, here's an easy way to get into it. What she does is goes to a local grocery store. Now you can go off Amazon and buy grocery bags, but she goes to the grocery store and partners with them, right? And they give her the bags. She takes a flyer, staples it. The flyer outlines what she's going to do. I'll explain that in a second. The other part of the flyer outlines the value of her team. Now, what she does is she goes out and she puts that into the community, door knocks, leaves a bag with each door, says, I'll be back in 2 weeks. Here's what we're doing. We're supporting the local food bank. Oh, by the way, has anybody talked to you about the equity in your home and how you can take advantage of this market? Oh, by the way, who do you know that's looking to buy or sell real estate? Cool, see you again in 2 weeks. So she goes out 2 weeks from now, knock, knock, knock. Hey, here to pick up that grocery bag. What grocery bag? Oh, well, we're doing this, blah, 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 blah. Do you have any food? Dented cans, blah, blah, blah. Oh, by the way, has anybody talked to you? Who do you know? And then when she's doing that, she's trying to capture contact information for her database for follow-up and things like that. Sends out a nice little note afterwards. Sends out a postcard, a community CMA postcard that says, hey, by the way, we collected X number of tons of groceries, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, the home values in this neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. Right? 3 easy touches. Gets community-minded people to be on her side, lets everybody know that she's there. Easy, practical way to get out there and get in front of people. That's what we do, right? At the end of the day, your success is going to be determined upon how many people you can get in front of. Whether you're an introvert and want to sit behind a computer and do that marketing base, or you're an extrovert and want to get out there in the community, that's all you have to do. Build your tribe however you want to build it.
Wonderful. Let's hear it for the young professionals, y'all. Now let's hear it for the old professionals. We got the old. Here's got a question. Have we answered every question in the room?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that allowed? How many of y'all realize that the application period for the National Agent Advisory Council is happening right now? And do we have any state AAC members in the House? Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for your service. We have rolled out, I understand, leadership has rolled out. We're expanding the seats on the National AAC from 12 seats to 14 seats. It's because we're anticipating that we are going to have a very busy year. So please do look on Workplace. I think the deadline to apply is at the end of November, the 22nd. Thank you. But we are looking for some talent to align with and bringing in new energy as we get some things done. One of the main accomplishments that we had this year was the icon tracking. It had gotten cumbersome and it was kind of difficult. And myself, I would just go about and continue to give back, and I didn't keep track. I'm like, you got to know I did enough. It was becoming a problem, and went up to the icon team, went to Glenn, turned around within 24 hours, and not only did he simplify that whole process, but he accelerated some shares on top of it. But I mean, this company is just extremely thoughtful, generous, and yeah, if you're compelled, if you're led, yeah, we'd love to have you.
Any state AAC members in the audience? Would you raise your hand proudly? Okay. One right there. Anybody else? Okay. Well, listen, as you heard earlier, we are the most agent-centric brokerage on the planet. And it's because of folks like yourself who are willing to step up and help us in local markets understand what your needs are. Like Gandhi said, you got to be the change you want to see in the world. So when you look at this company and all the amazing things that we've done and all the amazing opportunities we still have left to do, we got to hear from you. And if you're not sharing, then that change is not going to happen. So either yourself get on the AAC or plug into your state AAC leaders. And thank you so much for doing what you do. And let them know what we need to do next. Cool? All right.
Hey, so I have a question for Karen. There you go.
Am I here? No.
You're there.
Oh, by the way, the broker team wants to know how we can do a better job too. So please reach out to us as well. All right.
So Karen, this question is for all the newbies that are in the room. I'm sure there's a lot of agents. You can't see me. I'm hiding. I don't want.
Lewis,
I'm not a newbie. I can't be saying.
No, go ahead, Lewis.
So someone asked me this question this morning, and I thought, I'm sure that everybody has the same question. You get involved in real estate, you come to EXP, and you got this fire hose of information hitting you. Like you're like, what? That looks good. That looks good. And they got all this stuff happening. And if you have ADD like me, you don't know where to start. So Karen, what would be your recommendation for a brand new agent starting, where they should focus on their first 30 to 90 days so they can really take advantage of what they have around them?
I know you know what I'm going to tell you. I kind of know him. Okay. No, but a new agent, first of all, plug into the broker team, plug in with your mentors, plug in with your teams, plug into events and training, reach out to the people you know, make your list, back to basics, everyone. Was going to add to the YPN while I'm on it. They can be reaching out to their elders, reach into their database and say, hey, example, mother, dad, my dad said you'd be a great resource for me. I should reach out to you because, you might know people I might be able to help. Or do you have people that have businesses I can put in front of my people that I know? Does that help? Yep. We had fun. I'm coming to more of those.
Awesome.
I'm getting young again, Tony. Can I go backwards? But
all right, so we do have another question that came in from the QR code scanning. Listings are harder to sell than ever. What else can EXP do to help us promote our listings to sell? I swear I didn't make it up.
I wasn't done with Lewis, but no. But get your database going. But exclusives, that's one thing.
Absolutely, EXP exclusives. That's a great answer. We also have those listing kits, right?
Oh my gosh, yes, in the back, in our enterprise, yeah, the listing kits, the buyer kits.
Brian?
So this is getting into that skill-based market, right? And we as realtors need to get ahead of this because we're going to start seeing more and more of this. So for a while at the kitchen table, all we had to say was, you want that price? Great, we'll get that price, maybe even more. Congratulations. Now what we need to be talking to our sellers about is, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I believe at the price that you set that we're going to get this home sold. However, the market is going to tell us what the market is going to tell us, and we need to be listening to that. And in my experience, with a well-marketed home at a great price, we should be seeing offers that you would be willing to accept within a 2-week period. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, in that 2-week period, if we have showings but no offers, we know we're off by X amount. Now, if we have no showings or no offers, we know we'll be off by Y amount. Let's go ahead now so we don't miss our buyer who's going to be shopping other homes in the area. So we don't miss that buyer. Let's go ahead and agree upon now what our price corrections, listening to the market, is going to be so we can make those changes in the MLS, get this home sold on your time frame. And now we've just set an expectation that in 2 weeks, we're going to be having a pricing conversation, right? Whether or not they say yes or no to those price corrections, those market corrections, we're going to be having a price conversation. This is a skill-based market where we've got to be smarter about how we go about taking that listing, right?
Wonderful. Thank you.
So I think, we know that price, especially in a slower market, price is ultimately what sells a house, right? And so in addition to the conversational skills and the scripts and everything else that you need to have, a lot of agents, whether you're brand new or you've just only been in the market when you can kind of look at what things we're selling for and see how it's accelerating and, throw a couple extra numbers on it and throw it out there, right? And you're going to get some offers, and usually multiple offers. So in a different kind of market, if you haven't had to do it, a lot of agents right now don't actually know how to price homes. So it's one thing to have the conversation with your client, I think, which is incredibly important to know how to have that conversation to prepare them about how the market is different right now and what it looks like. But the other thing is to understand how to price it. And so one thing that you might want to do is, find some listing agents in your local market or other listing agents in your organization or across the country in the company who have been in the business for a while, who really understand how to dig in and understand what's happening with the market and what's happening with pricing and learn how to price the market. What's great is if you talk to a couple of top people and say, hey, I've got this listing, I'm having a hard time settling on where we need to go with this and how to explain that to my client. That's the cool thing about the collaboration at EXP is you can have those conversations and they'll come back to you, and there are multiple methods of determining pricing. But to be able to go back and say, listen, I've talked to a couple of experts, we've looked at your property together, and we've used this process, and this process to look at the evaluation, because ultimately what you told me is that you needed to be able to get your home sold by this time frame, with these stipulations. This is the way that that's going to make that happen for you, right? And going back with that price. But you can go with confidence to them, because you're going to get beat up at the table if you don't have any confidence in the number that you're going through, or you're just going, well, what do you guys think? And then you're putting it out there. So understanding how to do it, get yourself educated, learn how to do those things, seek the counsel of some other people, and then have those scripts in hand as well. You're going to go in pretty powerful and get it priced right, get it sold right.
Wonderful. Keep the mic, Dave. This next one is for you. It says, growth is great, but however, we do see some agents leaving EXP. What would you tell them, and how can we help with retaining agents?
What would I tell the people leaving?
Don't do it. Yeah. I think to summarize it is, what are we doing regarding retention, or what advice do you have regarding retaining the agents that we've got here?
Yep. No, that's a great question. So there's a whole bunch to say about that. So I'll try to keep it concise. One is right now, agents are leaving the industry, and agents are seeking a spot that's going to get for them what they need or what they think they need right now. So people are going to the flat fee brokerage, low fee brokerage, that kind of stuff if they're not selling homes. So people leave for different reasons. And a lot of times, unfortunately, that's only delaying the inevitable. There's a lot of people that are getting out of the business, and we know that the number of agents in NAR is shrinking right now, and it's going to continue to kind of right size itself for a while. We talked about that productivity per agent number and how that tweaks as the number of agents out in the marketplace happens. So I would say first and foremost, I mean, I've been in the industry for just about 25 years, and I've been through a couple of different cycles. So we see this. So I don't panic for cycles. Think about it this way. You understand seasonality, right? We understand what a spring market looks like, and depending on where you are, the different times of year, there's different kinds of markets. So do you panic when the number of listings starts to go down, the number of listings that are on the market, right, goes down, right, all those kind of things. We look at it and we go, okay, this is the same thing that happens every year. So in market cycles, you're going to have agents that come on board, agents that go down. I've talked about this before. The very first step when the market starts to contract, especially if it happens quickly, is deer in the headlights, right? Nobody moves. Nobody leaves, but nobody joins. It's just silent. It's like a time before the tsunami comes through, right? And then what starts to happen is you have the flight. Everyone does the panic and the mass exodus, and then you have the flight to safety, right? This flight to excellence. As the market starts to regulate and normalize, and people start to understand where people are still succeeding. And so the best thing that we can be doing right now is, first of all, keep focusing on your business. Build your business. This is not a time to be casual, okay? Take it seriously, get the work done. Get the work done. No, it's not just gonna show up, don't wait, right? Who moved my cheese? Go find the next cheese. But the other thing to do is look around you for people you can help. Look around you, because you could be the difference between someone who is looking to get out of the market and someone who does not get out of the market. And a lot of times it takes one, how can I miss that sparkly, beautiful blue jacket back there? It's Cliff.
Cliff Freeman's in the house, y'all. But helping people right now, right, in and out of EXP, two things are going to happen. One is, let's not let someone give up, right? Be the reason someone doesn't give up, okay? And then number two, they may not have that same collaboration, opportunity, tools, and everything else where they are, and invite them into your community. Invite them into your community. Create a place where they can come and succeed here at EXP. So that does a couple things. It prevents people from leaving. Like some people, it's going to sound really bad, should get out of the business. Okay? Just face it. It was a fun ride. It was really great to meet you. And there's another career that is perfect for you. It's just not this one. All right? Bless your heart. Thank you. Bless your heart. All right? But, bless their heart, yes. But there are a lot of people who, are just scared and frustrated, right? But they're great here. And so if we can collectively wrap our arms around them and help them, let's do it, because this isn't going to last forever. I can promise you that. And there's a ton of opportunity right now. So wrap your arms around them, keep them here. Okay, that keeps our retention really strong. I mean, we should never look around and go, look at all these people leaving. Well, what are you doing about it? Go get them. If they can be saved, save them, help them. And then the other is go offer that to a bunch of people, because you will see a massive influx of agents. The longer this slow market protracts, the more attractive we are, right? And so that's a great opportunity. So go out and bring people in. So now all of a sudden, flood of agents coming in, not a flood of good agents going out. And I'll leave with this last thought is, keep in mind that still the agents leaving, it's like 97% people who have closed 3 deals or less in the last 12 months. Okay, so it is not a mass exodus of producing agents. It's those who gave it a shot when it was a really fun market, and then decided when it's a hard market, maybe not for them. All right. The questions are speeding up here, and heating up as well. So this one's for Karen. It says, what would you say to an agent that's doing all the open houses and an agent doing all the open houses, making all the calls, doing all the follow-up, getting nowhere, and really struggling today? What would your advice be to an agent in that situation?
Come set time with one of the brokers so we can just evaluate what you're doing so we can help you. Seriously, because if you're really tracking your numbers, making the prospecting calls, making sure you're actually talking to people, maybe there's a script, maybe there's something you're not saying, something could be said a different way to be more successful. And we can identify some of those needs.
Yeah, if I can tap on that as well.
Please do.
I used to sell houses and stuff too.
You're amazing at it.
No, there is a right way to do things. First off, I would encourage that agent wherever you're at and say, that's incredible. You're off to an awesome, awesome start, right? Because 90% of folks aren't doing even that, right? And they're sitting around wondering why they're not being successful. They're not even doing the activities to make themselves successful. That's the first thing. Keep doing what you're doing, right? Can we give a round of applause for whoever the struggling agent is, right now? You're doing the right things, but I can guarantee, though, you're not doing them the right way, right? Because if you're doing the right things in the right way, then you'd be seeing the success. So you're 50% there. You're doing the right things, but you need to figure out, and you'll schedule a chat with Karen or someone on the broker team to actually isolate in your business exactly what you're doing and get you doing it the right way so that you see the results that you're looking for. All right. Next question. This one's for Dave again. Can you talk about success coaching? That's what the question says.
Yeah, so that's probably...
Or Brian, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's probably not for me.
So I think I mentioned earlier, just to reiterate, so what Amy and the success team are doing over there is whole life coaching and business coaching outside of the real estate industry. Amazing stuff. They have been rebuilding that program. They've got great coaches now that you should really check out. And they're really doing wonderful things. They've been growing that business steadily since Amy took over. She's a powerhouse. On the real estate coaching side of things, which is where me and the team are building now, be expecting something early next year from EXP in terms of coaching from agents, by agents, in terms of one-to-one coaching, group coaching, and all that and more.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I had a question. This could be for any of you. I know we've talked a little bit about AI. I wanted to kind of ask, a lot of the people in here aren't really using it as a part of our business. Where do you think AI should fit in? Should we do it? And what does it look like, in the near future?
So I'm probably the least tech savvy of everyone on this stage, but I'll give you 2 quick cheats that I'm using it for. One is ChatGPT for all of my listing descriptions and every photo picture. It just sounds amazing and I don't have to think about it. And the other one is a virtually staging app. It's called virtualstagingai.com, and it's $35 a month for like 50 pictures. And so anytime I have an empty house, it looks stunning on MLS. Or if someone is a luxury market and they have 3 or 4 houses and they don't want people to know that their house is vacant, I'm not having to pay Box Browdy $50 a picture. I pay $35 a month, and I have unlimited pretty much. Yeah, so virtual staging for me, you click a button, you can have unlimited renditions and styles, and it just looks like you're spending so much money on marketing when it's AI.
Say the name again.
Oh, virtualstagingai.com.
And I would just say that AI has become a massive umbrella, right? And when you think about the concept of AI, that covers so many different things. The bottom line is it's leverage. It's massive, massive time leverage for you. I think the biggest differential, I would use AI anywhere where the personal touch is not required, or follow it up with a personal touch. But otherwise, it's like saying, hey, I'm still going to put my pot on the stove and boil my water instead of heat it up in the microwave. Right? If you have something there that's going to leverage your time, and there's so many demands on your time, those are typically not your dollar-producing activities. So leverage all of those. It's like hiring an assistant, just leverage it out. So learn those things and educate on what the opportunities are. And then the secret in that is just understanding when you should be personally putting your hands on things, and it really needs to have your voice, and when to just leverage it.
So if you haven't downloaded ChatGPT on your cell phone, do that. Go play with it. So I asked this really cool lady, Carrie Sauvé, out of Canada, because she's, like, to me, an AI goddess. I said, what are you doing with AI in your business? Do you want to know what she said? Cool. So ChatGPT app, but she uses others as well. So here's what she said. I'm not going to read you the whole list because it's a long list. She said lead generation, funnel copy, lead magnets, ad copy and hooks, automated drip campaigns, copy for all emails and texts, scripts objections handling. By the way, what's interesting, so I was bored. My wife was out of town with my $2 at dance competition, so I was like, I want to watch a movie, but I feel like I've seen everything. So I went to ChatGPT and I was like, hey, I like these 3 movies. Give me the top 10 movies I should watch. And he gave me 10 movies. I had watched them all. They were that good. So I said, I've watched them all. Give me some more. Give me another 10 lists. I watched all those. So it's like really dialed into what I like. And then finally it gave me a list of movies I hadn't watched. Amazing movies that I absolutely love. This thing is really smart, y'all. So back to another smart person. So she said social media, all steps in content creation, including editing, like I talked about earlier, right? Automation, ideas. It can give you ideas of what to post. Listen, it's only limited by your prompts as to what you put into there is what, garbage in, garbage out, gold in, gold out. So just get real familiar with it, start playing it first, but as soon as you start to get the hook of it all, start using it in your business. All those things that you've been meaning to do that you've never done, let ChatGPT or some of the other AI sources out there do it for you.
Keep the mic, Brian. This next question is for you. I knew somebody was gonna go here. All right, so does EXP have an official position on the NAR lawsuits? Why do you think some of our competitive brokerages just rolled over and agreed to payouts?
Yes.
One for the new guy.
Why did you ask that to me? What are you doing, Tony? I thought we were friends. No, we do actually. And rather than regurgitating what smarter people than me said, I just go encourage you to go watch what Glenn, Michael, Leo, and Olivia said yesterday. It's a very short but powerful segment that they did its own workplace. And the recording is brilliant. And I would really encourage all of you to go understand that, because your buyers and sellers are going to be asking you the same question. This stuff has already hit CNN. You don't have a $5 billion settlement against some of our competitors in NAR without the average homeowner and home buyer taking note. So I'm going to leave it there and keep my job.
Good answer, for sure. Yeah, no, that was absolutely incredible. Who watched the State of the Union? Oh my gosh! All right, so yes, you absolutely need to make sure you check that out. It's also on the EXP YouTube channel. So if you go there, it should be probably the top one that's there, and you got to see Glenn and Michael and one of our attorneys, Olivia. I mean, it was great, and Leo talking about this very thing, and even brought Leo to tears, by the way. So if you want to see a C-suite executive crying, go check it out, right? A little bit of FOMO, right?
Or let Tony ask me one more of those questions, and you'll see live.
And we'll see Brian crying here in a minute too. Yeah. All right, another one for Dave. Don't worry, you're off the hook.
Tony, I wanted to say this for 1 second. Guys, when you're spending so much time thinking about the lawsuit, you're taking your eye off the prize and you're losing momentum in your business. And it is so important to service our clients, whether you are new or struggling or young. Confidence is the memory of success. Let's keep that going. Let's not get distracted and focus on what we came here to do, serve the people and serve each other.
We got one more question.
I was just wondering, what exactly is the Express Offers relationship with Open Door and the versus just Express Offers? So what's going on with that?
And what was the second question? I missed that part.
I don't understand the separation or the collaboration.
Sure, I can answer that. So I oversee our Express Offers program. We had a change of management about 4 or 5 months ago, and Leo and Don Conchatori said, Mark, working in the investment space makes a lot of sense for you to take this over, and so they gave it to me. So I've been learning a lot recently, but also really questioning why we've done certain things along the way. But let me answer your question specifically. So the Open Door relationship is actually a first of its kind. Open Door does not partner with other brokerages until now. So we are working on training and synergies that we can really implement and integrate into their system. So when you do become Express Offers certified, you can actually go into our program and see if Open Door will make an offer immediately. And if they're not in your market, or they're in most markets around Dallas, Fort Worth, but if they're not going to make an offer, we also have other investors that are ready to make an offer. It may not be instantaneous, because a true iBuyer is about instant offers, instant buyers, right? So we're working on ways to give you more information quicker and more markets. So imagine having the largest investor in the country ready to help buy a property when a seller needs a quick, convenient cash offer. So the rest of the program in Express Offers is just really about getting certified, understanding when these opportunities will come about, and when to use this as a tool when a seller is motivated and maybe needs a cash offer. Doesn't mean it's a distress situation. They just need to sell a property. So it helps you understand the training, the disclosures, right, to help make sure that you're putting yourself in a good position to work with sellers, and then also being able to connect with a great set of buyers, whether Open Door or other investors in your local market.
Okay, so I am Express Offer certified.
Great.
And I think I kind of understand what you said about Open Door now. So what about, or how does all of this work with what you guys were talking about earlier, the investment certification or something, and the REO market?
Sure. I oversee all three of those departments. They're all different. Okay. REO is separate. It's working with banks that have foreclosure properties that have gone to REO. That's not as common these days. Institutional business is working with for-profit companies that are selling and making a profit on the properties typically. I mean, some REO happens that way, but think of that as different institution types. Similar process though, okay? And those two are synonymous. So I would say if you have REO experience, you probably have a lot of experience working with investors or a similar process. And then the Express Offers program is really that cash offer program. So I would just say they're all different. They all have their own certifications. So I would just go to the Revenos workplace group and you can learn about all those different certification types.
Awesome. Thank you. This next one is for Beth, actually. What would you say to someone that wants to get into investing but is nervous about losing their money?
Well, people want to look at their money in the bank because it's like a safety blanket, right? And you want to see it in the bank, but we all know it doesn't do anything in the bank. Agreed. And why they want to be able to look at it is for something that might happen on a rainy day, right? Like a death, divorce, job loss, a disease. We've all been through financial hardships. And what I wish I could explain to people is that having an asset such as real estate that you can leverage, that if you hold on to it long enough, trust me, it is going to go up. That is how real estate works. So if I had started to invest before I got cancer, I would have been a way ahead of the game. Instead, I went so deep into debt, I was so scared. So I made a life trying to show other people how to do it. So then I had enough commission and I could get in the game with them. But it does feel scary that first time. And it feels scary sometimes the second and the third. I'm in the business of mitigating risk. So if you don't understand the risk and the reward, do not take action. You have to do your due diligence. Also, if you have deal analysis paralysis and you don't ever make a move, you ain't gonna do anything either, right? So figure out what your risk tolerance level is. Find the product that matches where you are. Build low and slow, right? This is a long-term game, everyone. Build low and slow and steady, and the rewards will come.
Awesome. Give it up for the panel, y'all. Thank you all so much. That's your cue to get off the stage. Give it up for the panel again. There we go. They didn't catch the hint the first time, y'all. Give it to them. All right. So now it is time to do another celebration. We are celebrating our leaders, our attractors, right? So that's right. We can celebrate our attractors. So if you have personally influenced, if you have personally sponsored at least one agent to EXP, I want you to stand up. You sponsor one agent, at least one. Stand up. Awesome. Give it up for yourselves. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah. All right. Now, if you have at least 5 total agents in your revenue share group, please remain standing. If you have at least 5 in your rev share group, if you have at least 10 in your rev share group, remain standing. If you have 20 agents in your revenue share group, remain standing. If you have at least 30, 40. Woo! Y'all making some money. 50. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 60. 100. 1,000. All right, so 75. Some people are going to stand back up. 75. All right, come on up here. If you have 75 agents in your revenue share group or more, come on up. Clap them as they come. Come on up. Come on up. Claire Freeman. Woo! Nice. All right. Where's my homeboy? Come on up here. What are you doing? You're not coming? Cliff. Thank you. All right. All right. So, a lot of. All right. So, what we're going to do on this round, we will give you the opportunity to say your name, where you're from, and just 2 or 3 sentences about what RevShare has done for you. All right. 2 or 3 sentences about what the revenue share model has done for you.
Connor Steinberg here, Plano, Texas, and it's given me time and money freedom and the ability to chase other goals in my life that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. So I'm very grateful for this company, and ultimately it's given me the ability to look forward and see a future that I didn't think I could have otherwise.
I'm sorry, one more thing. How many agents in your RevShare work?
3,000.
3,000.
Ian Flanagan, Plano, Texas. I'm coming up on my 8th-year anniversary with eXp Realty. So very grateful for that. Legacy is the word that rings out in my mind. It's given myself and my family a legacy beyond what I can provide for them, and I'm very grateful for that. So eXp for life, baby. 2,800.
All right, my name is Daniel Ng with eXp Commercial. 3 years in 1 week. So your network is your net worth. RevShare organization just hit 185.
Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Ramirez. So I was originally from El Salvador, but I'm in Arlington, Texas. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm grateful to be able to live my life and help others achieve their goals. So I'm at 230 agents, and they're grateful to be here.
We from Houston, Texas. Group size 322. Yeah. So RevShare, I mean, it pay for my mortgage and a lot of other things. Keep plugging in. Lean on to your leader. We're here to help you.
Hi everyone, my name is Min from Houston. My group size is 105, so I may be a baby here, but revenue shares changed a lot. I started out brand new 4 years ago, 4 years with EXP, and I cannot see anywhere else that you're able to grow your broker within a broker, besides EXP. And last year when I have my baby, I was able to take a step back from production because I have a cushion of income coming from revenue share and able to help and meet up with so many amazing agents. So life changing.
Hi everyone, Nicole Russo, right here in Plano, Texas. Been with eXp since 2015. RevShare group, almost 1,000. I've been there for a minute. And I think the number one thing it's done is just given me a peace of mind, and I'm about to give birth, and I'm not worried. I'm not worried in this market. I am not worried at all. And like right now, I'm about to. It's allowed me to give back, to causes and things that I believe in. It's allowed me to, my husband and I get into investment properties. We have a condo in Puerto Rico. I just bought like the car of my dreams and my daughter a car for her 16th birthday. So things like that I would definitely not be able to do if it wasn't for EXP and revenue share.
I love EXP. Hi, my name is Amanda Whitespeare. I'm from Houston. My group's just over 1,000. Woo! EXP has given me financial freedom. I think with every business, you want cash flow and equity, and we get that in both. And it's helped me create a legacy of generational wealth. So my kids will have a foundation that I didn't have, and it's just amazing of the types of humans that I get to meet. So look to your left and your right. These are all people. We're all one EXP, and we will all help each other build.
I'm Elizabeth Austin, and I'm here in Plano, Texas. Thank you. I've got 275 in my RevShare group, and I think the advice I'd give that I'm taking myself is to make time for it in your business the same way you do production, because it can be impactful and life-changing.
I'm Brian Copeland from Austin, Texas. I've been at EXP for 367 days. And I have 86 in my organization. I think the most important thing for me is it's allowed me to really take my experience and just help others win. And when you help others win, you're rewarded, at the same time. So it's been just really fun. So.
Hi, I'm Lori Rios, and our total RevShare group, we're looking at about 98. It goes up and down, right around 100. Been in EXP for 7 years, and wow, it's hard to say just one tip. It's been an amazing ride. We a lot of our family is also in real estate with us, and that means a lot. It's amazing to see our family, EXP family, and our family grow in real estate. So just don't give up, and that's all I have to say. Don't give up. Just keep pushing forward and don't look back.
Hi, my name is Bettina Sistoke. Group is 261. Thank you. We've been here for 7 years. And my tip for other agents is when you start and you have amazing momentum and you start that amazing momentum, keep up the momentum. Do not take your foot off the pedal. Just go. Say yes and go and go and go. If you need to know the details, we can talk later. But that is my advice for you. Please take it.
What does RevShare mean to you, by the way? Thanks, Tony. I'm glad you reminded me. Name, I got this part. I got it. Hi, everybody. My name's Cliff Freeman. It's good to see you guys, huh? Can we give Nicole a hand? My God, really? Thank you. She is amazing. And the baby. And the baby daddy. Where is Brian anyway? Huh? Yeah. Oh, there he is. Okay, right on. Gosh, guys, I'm so humbled to be up here. I joined EXP. This will be my 7th anniversary in December. 7 years ago. I had 4 kids in college, all at the same time. Been married to my second marriage, not that long, rebuilding, trying to figure out what to do. And I'm not a recruiter. Have you ever heard that? Yeah. You don't have to be, okay? Be an attractor. Don't be a recruiter. Don't chase. Don't go EXP on people, okay? We got to stop that. You get them with love. You get them with love and help and come from a mindset of contribution. Go help people, okay? And don't be afraid of success. Money gives you options. It gives you the ability to go do things that you never thought you would be able to do. If you've got a powerful profit motive and God's got a plan for you, let him give you the money to do it, okay? Amen? All right. What else do I have to do here? Oh, my tip. I did. I just said don't EXP on people. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. Trust the process. Trust the process, guys. It will happen. Let it happen. And lastly, it's grind season, homie. Yeah.
How many agents in your revenue share organization?
Shy of 12,000. Oh, sorry. Just a little shy of 12,000. Anybody want to give me a couple? Sorry.
Hi.
My name's Sheila Fageron, and I have almost 15,000 agents in my group in 20 countries. I've been here a little over 7 years, and it has completely changed my life and the life of everybody around me. And I think that it comes down to investing in relationships, because life is about relationship. And if you come at it from that perspective, whether it's encouraging someone, loving someone, helping someone, serving someone, teaching someone, and just pouring into them, you know, the old Zig Ziglar saying, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. So it's, to say my life is different is a little understatement. I have moved to Puerto Rico 5 years ago. I have about 7 million in single family properties and about 80 million in multifamily. Invested in 5 prop tech companies, and just literally, it's like Cliff said, the money, it isn't about the money. It's about what you can do with the money and who you can become because of it. Because I help 500 people yearly around the world investing in nonprofits and helping people who need medicines or can't live or things like that, just giving back. But there's just so many things that we can do, you guys, that we have an opportunity with this company to change the world in a way that none of us ever even considered doing before we came here. And I just want to encourage you, just definitely keep going, but keep giving. Think about pouring out yourself, and you will change, you will be transformed from it, and then everybody else around you will be as well. Love you guys.
Wilco Ravelston from Frisco, Texas, with EXP 7 years, about the same time as Juan and Bettina and Luis Rios and Laurie. So at about 1,800 agents, and it's been absolutely amazing. Just met so many fantastic people in the company, and just made so many great friends, and it's been life-changing for my family. So yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name's Dave. Yeah, 2.0. So I've been here since 2018, but I was a little busy. So not really working on revenue share, working on helping you guys build your revenue share, which was such a blessing. It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure. We had some fun. So I've been, since, May this year, my wife and I have been able to have some fun with it, and we've added a couple hundred people since then in our organization. But the coolest thing is for us, it's not only an opportunity to give back, which is such a joy, but I have 2 daughters who are in college, and they are both, as they've been able to go along with us and see some of the things that we've been able to do for other people through the blessing, they have both decided to go into real estate. So they're both getting their marketing degrees. One of them shifted from bio pre-med to marketing and real estate. They want to go build this. And so what we're building right now is a legacy for our family, because we've built a trust, and everything is going into the trust, and that trust is going out there and serving in a big way. And they're going to come in and they're going to run it and they're going to build it. And we're having some fun with it. And these are the things that you can do. So think big and help other people.
Hey, my name is Alfonso Camargo. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. My organization's just shy of 600. I'm a single dad of 2 boys, and time freedom, financial freedom, and mentor others and give back. This is my EXP family, and if you heard anything on the stage, give back. That's all it is. It makes you feel good.
My name is Tyler Royke. I am coming up on my 7th year anniversary with eXp Realty. I'm out of Abilene, Texas right now, and my organization is 265 agents. And that allows me to get up on the 1st of the month without having to think about my housing expense, my car expense, any of my major expenses. It's already taken care of. And that, even more importantly, allows me to spend the time pouring into developing people, helping people build their incomes and careers here with this incredible company, and I've been able to spend countless, I can't even tell you how much time helping people grow and develop. And now I have, I mean, it's well over, well into the double digits of people in my organization who have been able to build six-figure incomes here with EXP from scratch. And I've had the time to pour into them and help create that change. So that's what it means for me. It's an incredible opportunity. You've got to seize it. You've got to persist. You've got to stick with it and know that, it's not about what you do your first year, your first 3 years. It's about what you do over the course of time as you continue to put your best foot forward, surround yourself with the most incredible people you can, and keep growing.
Hi, I'm Chris Fournier, North Virginia Hills, and my team is now 3,000. What it's meant, of course, shout out to Connor and Ian. Ian's my awesome sponsor. Connor's my top general. And, I never knew coming to EXP that would be like going into a second family. I mean, I've met so many wonderful people. I do consider all y'all family. It's been wonderful, aside from the time of financial freedom, and just been a true blessing.
Sheryl Houck, Tampa, Florida. I had partnered with EXP in June of 2017, and I was one that had discovered the power of the model very early, and I was one that was doing the cheesy videos on Facebook and social media, but guess what? It worked. It worked, and they watched my transformation. Coming into EXP, I was coming off of 2012 to 2017, and even my first couple of years with EXP, hustle. And as a single mom, it was an expense, right? I gave up relationship. I gave up a lot. And what RevShare meant for me was I could actually take a step back and heal and take care of myself. I have 21 in my first line. They have been very successful in attracting others. So I don't have a huge RevShare group. I have a group of 135, but we're community. We help one another, and it's true freedom. It's amazing. So grateful.
Time for the picture. All right, let's squeeze together. All right, show the people up front, and EXP on 3. 1, 2, 3.
To the heart, I never kissed a mouth that tastes like yours. Strawberries and
all right, thank y'all so much. Give them a hand. The leaders, attractors, influencers, and a couple recruiters. The number one question I get, I'll make it as they go, a quick commercial here. Number one question I've gotten as I've transitioned roles from the designated broker role is, Tony, what do you actually do here now? What do you do? Like, what is the director of growth? So just to let you know, my piece, my job is to help you in attraction and to help you grow EXP. So if you have a big fish that's on the line, you got a brokerage, you got a team, you got a capper, someone that's killing it, and there's something in the way, bring them to me. Hit me on Workplace Chat. I'm happy to hop on a 3-way call, happy to hop on a Zoom call with any of you all and help you close the deal, help you get them over to EXP. That's my job. That's my role here. So hit me up. Hit me on Workplace Chat.
He's invaluable, y'all. The people that are using him are the people that are growing the fastest. So don't sit on that opportunity. I would like to call one of our amazing sponsors up to give us a few minutes of what they do. Town Square Mortgage.
Woo!
Y'all give it up for Alan. We wouldn't be here without him.
All right, sorry guys, I'm not a stage guy, so if I stumble, it is what it is. So basically, has everybody heard of Town Square? So we're fairly local. We've gone through a merger in February, which added, I think, 36 more states. So we're now in 40 states. The biggest program that I was actually going to come and mention today, I was going to come bring y'all all the guidelines and read it line by line, but I don't want to bore y'all. We're almost to drinks. Was basically buy now, sell later, right? So, I mean, everybody, if you've got houses on the market right now, you're listing homes. they're probably sitting a little longer now than they were before, right? And we've got a lot of people that have a lot of equity. So we just rolled out a new bridge loan. So it'll allow them to buy their house, do 100% financing for their new home. And obviously there's some calculations to show how much they can borrow and how much they can refinance. But getting people into that new home now, it gives them 6 months to sell that house. So if they're already under contract, then they can go into it with a 680 credit score under contract on the house they're selling. If they're not, then they need a 720 credit score. So we've started doing these. We're basically just rolling it out. There's only 2 groups within our company that are doing it. So my group, along with another. So if y'all want to learn about it, I'd love to talk to y'all about it. Obviously, we are bringing, with that merger, we're bringing a lot of new other programs in. So is anybody working with small builders? Small builders, custom builders? Are you seeing issues with them finding funding? So we've just rolled out a new builder program. So we'll actually finance spec homes, up to five spec homes at a time for builders. So we're looking for basically builders that are doing between 5 and 40 homes a year. So it's very, very easy for them to qualify. You're not having to worry about going out and finding a one-time close and stumbling through that. We're lending to the builder, and then in the end, obviously, we would love to help the client with the end financing. So a lot of other new programs, but I'll just stop with that and just thank y'all for letting me in, having me in.
Hold on. Before you go. So, and then if we can get our capital title rep back up here as well for just a moment. So, one thing that I really want to highlight is the importance and how incredible these sponsors that we have are. One thing I can tell you, coming from the designated broker role, and I'm sure Karen would agree and attest, Karen, on a daily basis, how many title companies and lenders reach out to you on like a daily basis? Approximately. Let me ask another way. How many hundreds of title companies and lenders reach out to you on a daily basis, right? As the broker for almost 10,000 agents, there's no shortage of people trying to throw funds our way. And y'all saw how many cappers, how many icons, how many producers are in the room, right? They can't even all fit on the stage. So we have to be very careful in who we select and who we allow to give us money, right, for events. That's just the reality. But I will say that Randy and your team at Town Square Mortgage and also Capital Title, they are vetted, they are incredible, they are miracle workers, and that's why we let them come up here and speak to you all, because they are phenomenal. How many of y'all already have a lender? Let's say that. How many of y'all have a lender that's not Town Square, right? Okay. So we got the QR code up there. Scan this into your phone, and that'll bring up their contact information. Put them in there as plan B, right? Because the reality is, in this market, you don't need a mortgage lender, you need a miracle worker. Is that right? You need a miracle worker. So when you need a miracle, if your first lender falls through, you need a miracle, you have Town Square's information. Capital Title, we don't have their QR code, but they are in there. Grab their card, grab their card on the way out. So give it up one more time for our awesome sponsors in Town Square Mortgage.
Thank you, Alex.
And then we have another sponsor, right, which is actually a partner of ours, which is America's Preferred Home Warranty. So they actually have some updates that they wanted us to call out as well. America's Preferred Home Warranty is EXP's national home warranty solutions partner. As we know, their unique home warranty allows buyers to choose their own local contractor. That's one. Number two, EXP agents earn $75 for every home warranty ordered. Did somebody say another stream of income, right? $75 for every home warranty ordered. Also, APHW covers 75% of your E&O deductible and provides your sellers with $1,000 of complimentary listing coverage, helping you secure more listings. And lastly, they have a team of EXP dedicated professionals to assist you in the virtual world, providing resources at your fingertips. You can find APHW on Workplace Chat and hit them inside Workplace Chat. So that's more than a sponsor. They are our partner in business. All right.
Share some multiple streams of income. That's awesome.
There you go.
So all of these people are just additional tools in our tool belt, and I would love to get to be the person to recognize the top producers in our company that probably use and leverage all of these tools. When I first learned about the Icon Awards program, they were like, hey, you cap, you give us 16 grand, you sell some more houses, we give you your cap back. was like, okay, cool, high five, nice doing business with you. This is nice, right? Now as a 7-time icon agent, I can tell you this is life-changing. Like to be able to actually own a piece of the company and benefit from just selling houses, doing what we would do anyway. So I'm so excited to honor the icons. If you are an icon agent or if you have GCI'd over $500,000, please stand up.
Woo! Big money, big money!
All right, come up to the stage, my friends. Come on.
We all stand up. These are icons. Stand up. Give us a round of applause. Icon agent.
Dreams on the icons.
Let's hear it for the icons.
Okay, as you come up here, I want to know your name, where you're from, how long you've been here, and one quick tip for the people who want to be an icon agent. All right, Dawn. Okay, name, location, how long have you been here, and one quick production tip for these rock stars so they can be an icon.
Okay. You want to scoot up a little bit? Everybody underestimates how many people we have that are absolutely crushing it.
Dawn Lawrence. I've been in real estate for a little over 2.5 years and with EXP for that amount of time. One tip, consistency and persistence.
Ooh. Hi everyone, my name is Min. I've been with EXP for 4 years. Probably born and raised by EXP. My one tip is keep on your motivation is how you keep you going.
Hi everyone, my name is Lynn Nguyen. I'm from Houston, Texas. I've been a realtor for 6 years and with EXP for 3 years. My one tip for other agents is just to stay focused.
I'm Darla Ogle. I'm from Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. So I sell Destin, 30A, and Panama City Beach. I've been a realtor for 4.5 years. It was my midlife crisis career, and I've loved it. I've actually been with EXP for 11 months now. Yes, very happy about that. And also, life is short, buy the beach house. That's my other motto. But the tip actually for Icon is really we've got opportunities and obstacles. So focus on the opportunities, right? What you focus on gets bigger. So all about the opportunities. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mickey McDougall. I've been in the industry for 23 years and with EXP for 5.5 years now. I'm a 4-time icon agent, and I have one concept. I'll talk fast. This is what I teach my coaching clients. I'll implement the 3-2-1-1. Call 3 past clients a day. Prospect for 2 new prospects every day. Learn 1 new thing for 30 minutes every day, and give out 1 referral every week. You'll icon too.
I'm Sean Corbett. I've been a full-time real estate agent for about 9 years, and I've iconed, this will be my 5th time. And the piece of advice I would give is stay in front of your sphere of influence, because that will build a referral-based business. So that's it. Can we go this way?
My name is Michelle Swan from Frisco. I have been an agent for 6 years. I have been at EXP for 9 months now. And I think the biggest piece of advice that I would probably give is love on your people and they will love you back. So build those relationships. I think that's critical in this business, and it'll pay you back in the end.
Hello, everyone. Trenton Johnson. I've been in real estate for 8 years. I'm a 4-time icon. Actually, I've been in real estate for 8 years with EXP for 4 years and a 4-time icon. Yes. And my tip for you agents is what we're all hearing. It's common. You can't win being a secret agent. You want to build your base by talking to your sphere, touching your people consistently, and staying in front of them.
Hi, my name is Kemi Ajayi from Plano, Texas, and I have been in the real estate industry for the past 18 years and with EXP for 3 years. It's been a great journey for me. Last year when I was in Fort Worth for that rally, I got determined and I said, I want to be an icon agent. And, thankfully I'm here and standing here. One tip to give to you agents. one tip to give to you agents really is building relationships. I think that has helped me in my business. Just like what the lady said, just build those meaningful relationships, help people, just do your best, be extraordinary. Okay, I need the paper. Hi guys, Holly McCrory. Been with EXP for 2 years. Been in real estate for 4 years, and I am two-time Icon agent, working on my third. My number one tip for other agents to hit Icon, we are so focused on, making appointments with other people and respecting other people's time, but don't forget to respect your own time. Set time for yourself to prospect, time block that time, and don't, you're not gonna ghost anybody on an appointment, so don't ghost yourself, and have that self-discipline and self-respect for yourself too. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Stacy Lynch. I've been in the business 39 years. I've been with EXP for 3 years. I'm a 2-year Icon. A tip for agents to Icon would be your real estate license gives you the opportunity to sell everything, not just houses, not just commercial, not just farm and ranch. It gives you the opportunity to sell someone's house, lease them a building, and then go sell their land. That's how you Icon. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So I would $120 million transaction last year, largest sale in EXP history. Also, I got my partner, Stephanie Rich. She's on my team. Are you over there? Did she leave? She's at the bar. Yeah, celebrating. We're also in Parker County, Texas. I didn't say that. The 6th fastest growing county in the nation. Move to Parker County.
Hi, I'm Cesar Rincon from Houston. I've been licensed 4 years, my whole 4 years with EXP, and my advice is to set big goals, because if you don't have a big goal, then you're just not going to get here. So push big. But I do want to give an extra shout out to Amanda and Jeff, because when I signed up with EXP 4 years ago, I didn't even see a presentation. I signed up because I knew the person who sponsored me. And I went to see the first Lunch and Learn with Jeff and Amanda, and they showed us the business, how it really works, and they inspired me. But most importantly, I'm a buyer's agent. And when I got my very first listing, I needed to do an open house. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even have signs. So I went to their house, and Jeff loaned me open house signs, and I still have them. He said, just keep them, use them. So when I have open houses, I'm advertising for them.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Nunez. I'm from Liberty Hill, Texas. I've been an agent for 13 years. I'm one of the original, and thank God to Gene Frederick. Gene Frederick still uses me as, wait, I saw this right away and said, no, just let me sign up. I don't need to hear anymore. So I'm a 7-time Icon agent, just started my 8th year, November 1st. And my one advice is you create your own economy. You're the agent, you create your own economy, not anything else, not the news, not the media, nothing. It is you.
Hi, I'm Elle Wardwell. I've been in the industry for 13 years, and I've been with EXP for 2. This is my first Icon. I would say never underestimate how much working with leases can expand your client database. Leases are very valuable.
I'm Sabra Kofer from Amarillo, Texas. We work the entire Texas Panhandle. We love referrals, by the way. 6 years with EXP and 6-time Icon agent. So I'm very excited about what EXP has done for us. My advice, answer your phone. So love your people. This is a relationship business, guys.
Hi. My name is Catherine Fong. I'm from Carrollton, Texas, and I've been with EXP for 2 years. This is my first Icon. So my advice is, make big goal and believe in yourself. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Aina, Fort Worth, Texas. 19 years in real estate, 5 years in EXP. Only 1-time Icon, working on my second one. My advice is hustle, never give up. And my new one from Dave Conord today, do it for others. So I'm going to be planning some goals around
doing it for others in 24.
Sheryl Houck, I've been with eXp Realty June 2017, three-time Icon agent, Florida's first, super exciting. My advice would be stop thinking small, think big, and I'm still working on this one. Protect your time, and absolutely givers gain. Love on others, it all comes back tenfold.
Hi, my name is Tu Chen, and I'm in real estate for 6.5 years, and with EXP for 2.5 years, two-time icons, and working my third one. So last year I made to the top 50. I like to show a bit, and my number one advice for you is find your big why, set the goal, and then stay focused. Ignore the noise, and then you get it.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Samer Dirawi from Houston, Texas. So I've been a real estate agent for 5 years. 15 years I was an engineer, oil and gas, with Chevron and BP. Now, I came into real estate when I get laid off. Then I joined EXP, and I thought I paid too much, 20%. So I joined another boutique, which I hated, came back, and then 3 years with EXP, 3 years Icon ever since. My advice to you is always put a smile on your face. Be genuine. Okay, don't fake it. People will say fake it till you make it. Maybe it works in commercial, but not residential. So don't do that, okay? And don't be afraid to talk to people in Costco, especially when you fill up the gas. Okay, it works. HEB, kindergarten. If you go to a strip club, talk to them. I don't care where you go.
Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Pass the
All
mic.
right, thanks.
Hello, we again here from Houston. Hey, yeah, been in the company for 6 years. Icon on my 5th year just last week. And my advice for everybody is, find other icons in this room and hang out with them. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So hang out with icons.
I'm Mike Stabenow. I just moved to EXP literally a year ago. So 1 year, one icon. But what I would say is 2 things. One, utilize KV Core, collateralize your listings to create leads instead of buying them. You have better vetted leads. Secondly is be different, because they teach a lot of stuff that's the same everywhere. You have to stand out to avoid marketing fatigue. So collateralize yourself and be yourself and break down that 4th wall, and that's going to help you out a lot. So
I want some shoe advice, man. Where did you get them shoes from, man? Can't afford those. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Hey everyone, my name is Jesus Hernandez. I've been in real estate for 3 years, with EXP for 2 years. And my tip for all of you guys would be is to get on social media, right? Instagram, the home tours. As a matter of fact, if you guys have Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Let's collaborate. Let's take it a next step. My handle is Jesus Hernandez.tx or Texas Real Estate. And I encourage all of you guys, get on those home tours. You never know who's watching, right? This is my first time or first year iconing, and it's made a difference within my business and what I'm doing out there every day. So that's what I have. All right.
Thank you. No. Matt Beaver, I've been 5 years with EXP, 11 years in real estate, and 4 years Icon. I would say to some of you that are on a team, my first Icon Award, I was actually on a team paying a team split, and took a risk and did the 16,000 cap. And so if you're on a team, you can still do it. It was this guy right over here, the ugly one in the back. I was on his team. But yeah. And then I left him and started my own team. But we're still good friends. But yeah.
He left the team, but he didn't leave my revenue share group. So
Yeah. I'm JD, and I live here in Frisco, and I've been in business 13 years, 5 years at EXP, 6-time icon, and I'm not as smart as these people. I just talk to a lot of people. That's all I do, and I get business out of it. So just be real and relational. Yeah. And Mark, we're going to lift him up.
I'm Mark. I'm from Prosper, Texas. My wife and I have been in real estate 23 years. We've been with EXP2. We've Icon 2 years. I would say to anybody who's trying to Icon, time is a commodity. Delegate things that aren't income producing, either with other people or with technology, and focus on those things consistently that are money-making opportunities. Do it consistent. Slow times, fast times, be consistent. Keep your oars in the water, keep paddling. When the waters pick up, you will sail ahead of everybody else. So.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex. I'm licensed for 4 years, with EXP for 1 year. My advice to everyone that we all have a lot of leads, prospect, buyer, seller. We're not gonna get like first listing, first deal at the beginning, but follow up, and follow up is very important in this game.
Hey everyone, my name is Charlie. Alex is my partner, and thank you everyone for coming here today, and hope everyone have a great day so far. I've been in real estate for 3 years, and with XP for 1 year. And my tips for the agent gonna be icon, that branding and social media is there, it's so important. So whatever you get the ideas, execute it. You don't execute it, you lose it. Okay, thank you.
My name is Lance Donaldson from Waco, Texas. I've been in real estate for 7 years. The very first day I got my license, I joined EXP the next day. My recommendation, do just duplication. Find one of these successful people, follow them around, do what they do, and use that. You do not have to recreate the wheel. With that being said, any of you high revenue share people need a shadow for a week. I would come and follow you every day for a week to learn exactly how you do that. That's where I want to duplicate.
All right, you guys heard me enough today. Beth Silverman. I've been in the industry 11 years, been with EXP for 4 years, and I'm going to say this. Why am I only on my about to be third icon? Because my first year I missed it by 3 units, and it killed me. Because I didn't, so here's my one tip, y'all. You need to understand how to open up EXP Enterprise. The second you cap, you need to look at your agent profile and watch those numbers from the second you cap to stack those units. I was so devastated the first year, and my good friend Vanessa gave me all the tips and tricks, and what they say is true. Once you hit one icon, they come very fast every single year. So this year on my third one, I'm gonna hit it 4 months prior than I did last year. So yeah, just keep up putting in the work. It'll come.
Hey guys, my name's Beth Jones. I've been in real estate almost 15 years. I am going on my 6th year with EXP. I work multiple markets from the top to the bottom of Texas. And my tip to other agents to Icon is I live my life by the word tharseo. It's a Greek word that means be bold, take heart, have faith. And I live my life that way. I'm very aggressive. I'm very ballsy. I don't really give a shit what people think about me. But what that's done is that's opened up a crap ton of doors for me. So I don't just sell traditional real estate. I am an investor. I work with investors, and that has also led me to work with the Major League Baseball affiliations. So I am now nationwide. I encourage you guys to let these doors open for you. Don't be afraid to walk through them, kick ass, and continue to pick names.
My name is Patrick Lee, also from Amarillo, Texas. I'm probably going to be the first person to sign up for Beth Jones' webinar on business building. I've been with EXP, been in the real estate game 10 years, been with EXP since the end of 2017, so about 6 years, 3 times Icon. Was previously on a team and didn't understand I could go for Icon the first couple of years on a team, but as soon as I went out on my own, have Iconed every year since. My tips for going to Icon would be do your own business. Double down on the fundamentals, do your own work. You can refer out a lot, but it's going to slow you down hitting Icon after you cap. Just the way the system is set up. So do your own work, do your own deals, double side as many as you can, but do the work. Focus on the fundamentals, do the work, and you will achieve Icon if you work hard.
I'm Jacoby Kendrick from Midland, Texas. You gotta squeeze through to get in here. I've been in real estate for 8 years, with EXP for 3, and Icon 2 years. And I'll agree with Beth is that you need to look at your numbers. I missed Icon by 1 transaction my first year, and so it will never happen again. But my advice would be is real estate's about relationships, right? You're one relationship away from blowing whatever out, whatever it is. So talk to everybody that you can. And I think everybody has a superpower. I know you probably don't think you have a superpower, but there's a reason why you have friends that interact with you. There's a reason why people do business with you. So figure out what your superpower is and give that to everybody.
Hello, my name is Hannah Smelser from Fort Cavazos, formerly Fort Hood, Texas. I have been licensed 1 year and 11 months, the last 1 year with EXP. And in life in general, but especially to achieve Icon, I live by faith it till you make it. Thank you.
Cool. James Sharp here from Plano, Texas, the sharpshoe guy here. 22 years selling real estate. Yes, they are painted horsehair. It's kind of crazy, the boots here. But 2 years with EXP, 2-year Icon, work on my 3rd. But a big secret, can I let you in on a big secret? Something that's transformed my life. 5 years ago, I started this little nonprofit called Sharp Shoes. It's because I lost my mom 5 years ago. When we were there at the last minute, I told her I want to do this thing and I want to help a bunch of kids. 5 years later, 25,000 kids have now gotten new shoes. What I didn't realize is how much it was going to impact my business, how much it was going to impact me as a person. So my tip to you guys, find a cause you're passionate about. This is the giving time of year. There's a bunch of need out there. I've had 3 teachers in the last 24 hours reach out saying we need shoes for our kids. They're not going to have these shoes unless we do it together. A bunch of people in the room have supported Sharp Shoes, and I really appreciate whether it was $10, $100, $1,000, whatever it was. But every time I put a kid in new shoes, it just brings a little bit of mom's joy in my life. So if your mom's out there, give her a big hug for me. That's another tip. And life's too short to wear boring shoes.
I know. Nobody wants to go after that, so. No shiny shoes here. My name is Simone Hester. I'm from Abilene, Texas, and I'm working on my 2nd Icon, and I'm almost with EXP for 3 years, and also licensed only for 3 years, so. Yes. Oh, a tip, yes. Go out there, stay positive, number 1, even in a market which might be a little bit different than we have last year, but have conversations. Go out there, have conversations every day. Go to the gym, you go get groceries, right? Like maybe even wear your little, name tag. Somebody's gonna look at it, start a conversation, and out of every 5 or 10 conversation, it's gonna build to something, and usually out of every 10 conversation, I have 1 client. So just keep talking.
I'm Brittany Stewart from McKinney, Texas. Thank you. I've been doing real estate for 19 years. I was licensed when I was 12, in case any of you can do some good math. And I've been with EXP 21 months. So going up on 2nd time Icon, and my tip is find your people. Y'all hear my people, but find your people. And it makes your world a lot happier. And also you find people who've done it bigger and better than you. And my whole business is rip off and duplicate. So there you go. All right.
That's it? All right, time for the picture. Y'all know what time it is. Squeeze in together.
Oh, sorry.
Love each other. Icon love. EXP on 3. 1, 2, 3. EXP, what y'all doing? You do eat caffeine? All right. All right, so a couple more things as we wrap up. One more time for the icons. All right, a couple more things as we wrap up. Number one, we got two parties, y'all. So we have our after party right after this, right on the other side of that door. We are going to be mixing and mingling with our awesome sponsors, the Pennington Firm, with America's Preferred Home Warranty Capital Title, and Town Square Mortgage. And yeah, the party continues. As you go out, you'll be handed a drink ticket, right? Handed a drink ticket to hang out. So they got the drink tickets right there. They're waving them. All right, so that's next up. Also, the next party that we got going is our holiday party for North Texas. All right? Holiday party for North Texas. That's going to be December 2nd, 7th, December 7th. Scan the QR code there. And finally, see, icons are two rambunctious. All right. We got more. We got more. All right. So, what's the plan for 2024? Money, money, money. So we talked about already. Clap your hands if you can hear me. Clap your hands 2 times if you can hear me. 3 times if you can hear me. 4 times if you can hear me. All right, so that's how you get everyone's attention back. See, take notes. All right, so 2024, you all. What is the plan for 2024? We've celebrated a lot of success. We celebrated a lot of things going on in 2023. But the number one question I get is, okay, so you're the director of growth. What are we going to do growth-wise in 2024? One thing I like to do is circle back to some information that our awesome leadership shared with us at EXPCon. All right, so at EXPCon, we had a couple of our executives on stage talking about some of the amazing successes that EXP has done this year. All right, so in a down market's down 21%, but EXP has increased their market share by 7%. Yeah, you can clap for that. In a down market, EXP outperformed the market by 30% this year. By 30%. So in a down market, we have overperformed. So I know that y'all already saw that at EXPCon. Let's break it down though. And here's what I want to do as well. I want to get a little competition going between the left side of the room, right side of the room. All right. So on the when I say one, because we've separated a lot of different groups today. We've talked about the rookies. We talked about the icons. We talked about the cappers. We talked about the attractors. Okay. But we, at the end of the day, we're one EXP. Are we not? Are we not one EXP? All right. So when I say one, I want this side of the room to say E, this side say X, and then all together we say P. Can we do that? Let's practice. One. One more time. One. All right. So when we talk about one EXP, what did we do this year? We were number one according to Real Trends. We're number one in sides, number one in mover in sides and sales volume, number one independent brokerage, right? Y'all can clap for that. One. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. According to T3, again, this is not us. This is a third-party entity. T3, number one growth leader year over year in sales volume. One. All right. What else did we do? This past year, we hit, according to Riz Media, number one in transactions, number 4 in sales volume. One. All right. So, who cares, Tony? Who cares, right? Those are national numbers. Who cares nationally what we did nationally? You guys want to know, we want to bring it right to the doorstep. So what do we do here in Texas? Let's talk about that. Here in Texas, you all, I say we, but it's you all, have done over $16 billion in revenue. 16 billion with a B. That's right, one. Over 60,000 transactions year over year. 60,000 transactions year over year. One. Love it, love it. And what does that mean? All right, let's bring it down to Dallas, right? We talked about the state. Bring it down to Dallas. According to Netrius, we are number one in transactions, number one in sales volume, and number one in agent count. But not just in Dallas. We're number one in Houston. We're number one in San Antonio as well as Dallas and the entire state of Texas. One! Love it. So, how many agents have we onboarded this year? We've onboarded over 3,000 agents this year in Texas. One! Love it. We're crushing it, y'all. Again, over 16 billion and over 60,000 transactions year to date. So what's the plan for 2024? The plan is keep doing what you're doing. So we're going to do this one more time, and we're going to go out on this, y'all. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine that as much noise as you make this year, the amount of income that you make this upcoming year is tied to how many decibels come out of your mouth and how much noise you can make right now when we do our one EXP, all right? So be ready, take a deep breath, shake it out, because we're gonna blow the roof off this place. And I'll tell you, this is a beautiful place. One more time for Nicole, one more time for Bettina, and everybody that put this whole thing together, Noe, right? But I'll tell you something, I don't want to be invited back here. I want them to say, you know, I want you guys to cause an absolute ruckus, chaos, breaking windows, breaking these beautiful chandeliers. I want them to come to me after the event and say, yeah, we can't have EXP here again. They're too loud, too rambunctious. I want to blow the roof off this place. Do y'all realize this is the last regional rally? We've done 29 regional rallies in like 3 weeks. This is the last one. It started in Texas. We started in San Antonio, and we're ending here in Dallas, the last one. So we are going to blow the roof off this place. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? One!
That's the moment I shine. Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running out one more place. Lately, I've been moving close to the edge, still be looking my best. I stay on the beat, you can count on me, I ain't missing no steps. Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running out one day at a pace. When my heart breaks, when my world shakes, I don't play safe. Don't you know about me? I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Even when the tears are flowing, the diamonds on my face, I'll still keep the party going. I am here out of place. Yes, I can. Even when the tears are flowing, the diamonds on my face, yes, I can. I'll still keep the party going. I am here out of place. Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running out one day out of place. When my heart breaks.
Another banger, baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you feel like phantom, phantom. If I tell you say I love you, you know they for me young girl, oh young girl. Not tell me no, 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 oh, 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 oh. Baby, come give me your lo 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 wo 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 wo. You got me like wo 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 wo. Shawty, come give me your lo 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 wo 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 wo. I see this fine girl for my party, she wear yellow. Every other girl they do too much, but this girl mellow. Now in my fine situation, I go use the girl I'm mellow. Finally, I find way to go to the girl, but she ain't no follow. Who you gonna phone for one? Oh, you know what phone for one? Then I start to feel a bum bum one. But she dey give me small small one. I know, so she start to pass it down one one. But she feeling insecure, cause her friends go they come a light ching go up. They come a light ching go up. Yeah, I know you're drunk, but you what you do now. And my hips make you cry when I'm moving around now. Do it once, do it twice. How much more can you take? Get a taste for a night. Baby, show me you can calm down, calm down. Dance with me and take the lead now, lead now. Got you so high that you can't come down, come down. Don't you ask, you know you're alright, alright. It's you, just you. I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. You know I'm down for whatever tonight. I don't need to find the things in life. No matter where I go, it's all the time. Yeah. And I don't need to sit in VIP. Need it overflow, that's where I'll be. And got a lot, but that's enough for me. Yeah. Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright.
Top to the bottom, just cool. Every little thing that I do, damn it, I'm feeling so cool. Yeah, woke up feeling like a new James Dean. I comb my hair like an old school scene. I'm feeling high like a late night summer of last year. Standing there with the red dress on ya, a killer queen like a young Jane Fonda. Isn't me or am I just having a good year? Lately I've been feeling so cool. Top to the bottom, just cool. Every little thing that I do, baby, I feel so cool. It's like cool. Maybe I should put a red dress.